Hello, this is your Game Master Kadash Seraph. Before we get started this evening, this is your content warning. This game is expected to take a grimdark tone, so please be aware of topics of graphic violence, depression, and psychological abuse. The story that you are about to listen to is not meant for younger audiences, and I do advise caution. If you were looking for something with a lighter tone, I would recommend checking out a podcast Without Danger, done by some very good friends of mine. A link to them will be in the video description below, along with any notes for tonight's episode. Thank you for your time, and please enjoy this episode of Code Lyoko, Sectors and Spectors. Hello, post-editing Kadaj here. So, given that this was my first attempt at recording a long-form D&D game, I made quite a few mistakes. In particular, I didn't realize how close my mic was. You guys might catch some of my breathing, and I do apologize for that. Also, I decided to leave in quite a few jokes that I felt were too funny to cut. If people have any issue with the style that this game went with, please let me know, and I will further use that to improve my editing capabilities. Otherwise, do please enjoy the stream, and have a lovely evening. Auf Wiedersehen. Welcome to the very first session of Code Lyoko, Sectors and Spectors. Future imagining of the world of Lyoko, about 20 years after the end of Season 4. With us today, I have a little merry band of misfits joining us. My Lyoko warriors include Lily Makerfield, Mirren Tandy, Jin, Lindman. Lindman?
Wait, you mixed that
No.
up.
God damn it! Okay.
My brother in Christ, we had a name discussion
I
prior to this.
give up! I give up.
You could just use first names and let us handle introductions.
Okay, yes. Jin, Axel, and Mira. Oh my god. I am not cutting any of this just to give the people an explanation of how interesting this session's going to be. Yeah, we're rolling with this absolute train wreck here. I do ask all of our listeners, when we do get this posted, please do not roast me into oblivion. I am not.
You were discussing it devised.
We're gonna get to that here, Mira. Mira. Damn it, Mirren and Mira are going to be such a pain in my ass.
Just call me here.
Just could call
I've
Tandy.
been offered to call me Tandy.
Okay,
Call me
Tandy. We're going with Tandy. I give up. Anyway, so, for any of our listeners at home, if there's any of you still watching this mess, we are not Critical Role. We are just a bunch of Code Lyoko nuts that I found on the subreddit, who like D&D and role-playing games. However, some of us are not as experienced with D&D as others. I think me and Jin together have the most experience here. With like proper D&D 5e, so I will have to occasionally stop and help out my players. Please do not judge them. We're all learning the game together, and if you're not learning, you're not winning. So, with that, I bring you into the lovely world of Adelaide, Australia. It is Monday, August 14th, at the Colson Academy of Military Science. This academy is a cross-joint venture between multiple different military organizations, America, France, Belgium, etc., and obviously Australia. This academy, however, after an extended length of peace, has opened its enrollment policies to civilians as well. As of which, only one of our players is actually military. The rest are civilians who have partaked in this school for its grandiose education into the sciences, in particular AI and robotic sciences. We start off the day with Lily Makerfield, who is currently in her computer sci class, reassembling a Dell motherboard into a Asus chassis. Lily, if you wouldn't mind giving me your little blurb.
I am Lily Makerfield. I am a young 20-year-old tech enthusiast born in Australia, with a passion of computers and programming. I spend most of my time immersed in the world of coding and constantly tinkering with new programs, experimenting with innovative solutions. My infectious enthusiasm for technology and programming inspires others around me, and she always is eager to share her knowledge with others. From setting up reminder systems for her university classes and tinkering with the robotics projects, which I am a club of, I am constantly pushing boundaries of what's possible in the technology world. I'm also a massive nerd. Yep.
All right.
Pass me that.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Now pass me the screwdriver. I need to put this thing back together.
All right. If you wouldn't mind, please, give me an actual computers check. Because I want to see how well you can actually assemble this bitch.
Yeah. There we
Okay.
go.
15. With that, you definitely get everything mounted correctly. However, you do make one small mistake, and you forget to reattach the Wi-Fi antenna leads. It's a very simple fix. You literally just have to pop off one cover and snap on the two cables. It's a rookie mistake that every single person makes every day.
It's always the Wi-Fi antenna cables.
Always, every time. Little out of character note here. I'm sorry, I also didn't introduce myself. I am Kadaj Serif, or Serif. I am going to be your GM for this game.
AKA Xana.
AKA Xana. AKA I am the world. And I am terrified of it. With that, we are going to jump to Mirren Tandy. Mirren, you are currently out on the rec field. You are about to try and make for the final hole, or rather, final hoop of your frisbee golf game. You've had a friendly competition with some of the juniors at the college. And as a slightly younger student, you kind of want to beat them just to rub their noses in it. So if you wouldn't mind giving me a little blurb about Mirren Tandy.
Hey, what's up? I am Mirren Tandy. Everybody just calls me Tandy, though. I'm in the computer sciences class, and I aspire to be a virtual reality developer. But right now, I'm kicking everybody's butts in this frisbee golf tournament. I'm quite agile with a disc, as you can see, and watch me make this shot.
All right, do me a favor and give me a I'm gonna ask for a performance check first, if you wouldn't mind.
Well, because of the wind picking up, it looks like that I went completely off course.
Mirren, as you whip this disc, the wind you didn't realize picks up against your back and sends your disc barreling far faster than it was supposed to, and it hits the top of the basket and starts bouncing down, and it begins rolling around the rings of the rim, and you're like, yes, 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 yes! Fuck! As it collapses out of the basket, and you are quite literally in putting distance of it. With shame, you walk up to pick up your disc and drop it in, getting a 2+ par over the course of the game. It is at this point that we are going to jump to Axel. Axel, you are in your automotive automotive technologies course, where you are currently in the process of trying to repair a Ford Ranger using scrapped out parts from old Holdens that you have kind of forced to fit. The water pump doesn't exactly sit right. The windshield wiper canister, the windshield wiper fluid canister, is definitely not mounted properly. It is currently being held together with gum and zip ties. If you would like to introduce your character.
The name's Axel Lindman. I hail from Berlin, Germany. I grew up working in my parents' auto shop with my 3 younger sisters. My parents worked hard to send me to uni, and I ain't about to disappoint them. If you need anything fixed or some skulls cracked, then I'm your man.
All right. Do me a favor, please. Give me a general mechanics check.
24.
24. Okay. Well, by all hope and miracle, the Ford starts up, not spraying oil out of the exhaust system. Your teacher comes over to you and begins taking a look over the vehicle. Mr. Auto, well, you really just call him Mr. Auto. He starts looking over the engine and he's just like, Axel, is that duct tape? Are those zip ties?
Yes, they are.
I'm not getting in this thing. Okay.
Trust me, it's safe.
I Axel, the water pump is being held by bubble gum.
It's some pretty strong gum, my dude.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's ABC gum. It's the best gum there is.
Yeah, that's name brand.
Oh dear god. Okay.
Is
All
that-
right.
Is that windshield wiper thing a milk bottle?
Oh god, I love that so much more. I wish I would have thought of that at the moment. But with that, we are going to jump to Jin. Jin, you are currently in the little forest strip. It's about 15 acres of just uncleared forest that is used for little training ground stuff, little bushcraft survival, real basic things for the military students. However, you, as a non-military student, you are out here on your lunch break for fun. What do we find Jin out there doing?
Jin will mostly just be relaxing, maybe trying to throw a few breadcrumbs to the birds back against a tree, just enjoying it. His hair looking like he doesn't even know what a hairbrush is.
All right, do me a favor and give me an animal handling check. Okay. You definitely make friends with some of the crows in the area. One of which brings you a small shiny, and drops it in exchange for the breadcrumbs.
Well, aren't you a cute little thing? I'll pick it up and eye it suspiciously.
That is an SD card.
Oh, some poor tourist probably had this stolen from him.
Yeah. In particular, that is a 128 gigabyte SD card, micro SD card.
I'll pocket that for the time being.
Excellent. All right, we are going to jump over to Mira Nikos, who is currently out on the obstacle course because she actually does have to do proper training, as she is running, climbing, crawling through mud and barbed wire. Siren, would you like to introduce yourself?
I am Lance Corporal Mira Nikos. I came to this school through the volunteer exchange program from the Marine Corps. I spend my time practicing on the obstacle course or bettering my marksmanship.
Excellent. Speaking of that obstacle course, do me a favor and please give me an athletics check.
Alright.
Okay. Not terrible. Not terrible at all. You manage to actually assist some of your fellow classmates over some of the higher walls, and you do not make an absolute fool of yourself going through the mud pits. As it is normally a joke that a lot of the military students they don't like getting their uniforms dirty, but you have absolutely no problem crawling through that mud in full class uniform. Um, with that, individually, all of your cell phones begin to buzz as you take a look at the time, and it is currently 3:15. You have 30 minutes to get ready for physics class with your most interesting of teacher, Elizabeth Delmas, your physics teacher.
So I looks at the time. Oh crap! It's quickly hastily puts the last screws together and grabs my bags and bolts to the class.
All right. Is there anything anyone wants to get done in the 30 minutes before your class starts?
I would like to compare my score with the rest of the students partaking in the frisbee golf tournament.
Okay. Comparing scores, you are about 2 points behind the next lead guy. He is a junior by the name of Micah Sergio. One moment here. Where did I put it? There it is. Micah Sergio. A gray-haired gentleman with some extensive scarring on his forearms. You know a little bit about Micah. He's been a little bit of your rival ever since the frisbee golf club got fully put together. He has been the one guy who has ostensibly beat you about 70% of the time. You've really wanted to hold one over on him on the first day of classes for this semester. But alas, you could not, and your rivalry shall continue.
I look him in the eye. I give him a friendly but ironic smile. A good game. Can't wait to try to beat you again.
I can't wait to see you groveling as I whip. Oh shit! You see Micah suddenly hunch over as you hear the sound of a skateboarder performing a little trick on a nearby bench. The clanging sound of the metal trucks of the skateboard impacting with the bench causes Micah to fully duck and cover. His body exceedingly tense as he backs up. Right, never mind. Yeah, I'll see you later, Mirren. And he pats you on the shoulder, collecting up his bag and making his way to his next class.
I give him a wave and I'll head to my class as well.
All right. Was there anyone else that was doing something in their 30 minutes of downtime between classes?
Yeah.
Cleaning up.
Okay.
Basic exercise routines before following in.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Axel,
pack some secret brewskis.
secret brewskis. You're going to attempt to get hammered before class?
Nah, I just want to save some for the homies for after class.
Please give me a sleight of hand check.
The back
Which
of
one's
the
that again?
classroom.
Say again.
Which dice is that one for again?
You should just be able to click sleight of hand on your skill sheet on D&D Beyond.
I'm dumb. Where is that?
It is directly above stealth and survival. It's in alphabetical order. You're looking for sleight of hand.
I see. Okay.
We are so good at this.
I got it too.
So good.
Was that a 2 total?
Yes, that was a 2 total.
Oh my god!
Should have been in the back of the class where they have the buffet.
First section.
All right, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I need to hear you verbally say this to me for a second, okay? You were trying to sneak beer into your backpack?
Yeah, for the homies here after class.
It was upside down when he put it in.
Yeah, it spilled all over my
Maybe.
stuff. I'm just like, fuck.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you how this goes because I'm sorry you rolled a 2. You as you are trying to finagle a 6-pack into the bottom of your backpack, you're struggling to actually get past your physics book because it's so crammed full of notes and like loose leaf. You can't quite finagle the entire canister in. Sorry, the cardboard 6-pack, and the jingling attracts Mr. Otto's attention as he kind of like, you don't see him as he does this, but he's like standing directly over your shoulder, looking down at what you're doing. He's just like, hey, and
Yo, teach, want one?
he's going to look at you and just be like, I can't even describe to you how many regulations you're breaking right now. He leans over,
Come on, teach.
grabs,
You don't want
he,
one?
Day
he
one,
leans over
orientation
you,
day.
grabs one of the bottles, and walks away.
It's day 1 of the second year, and you're about to get suspended.
It is day 1 of the second year, and his primary teacher, the person who he is quite literally having to please the most, just caught him sneaking alcohol onto campus.
Yeah, but he bribed him with a beer. He's fine.
You bribed him with
He took all those beers.
You guys are so lucky this is fucking Australia. By the way, to any of my Australian
If this was in
listeners out
America,
there.
I'd be fucked.
Yeah,
Just so you know, I gave him a permission to
yeah,
horrifically.
I have a note from my parents, teach. I have to drink beer.
just a quick note for everyone here. Our lovely Lily Makerfield is an actual Australian, and she has given me permission to butcher everything about her country. Any other Australians in our audience, I'm sorry. I'm trying, I promise.
Anyway,
But we're gonna see how this goes.
I did say viewer discretion advised.
Yeah.
It's like how Earthbound portrays America. This is just us portraying Australia.
Oh,
Yeah.
God. Okay.
Anyway, who's coming to class? Because I'm late because I was too busy working on my previous project to realize the time, and I just
Yeah.
I'm already on my way there.
Yeah. So, just real quick, we have to finish things up with Jin and Mira. So, Jin, you're just doing some light exercise before going into class.
Yep.
All right, you're not making any rolls. Mira, you have to full on take a shower and completely get redressed in your a spare military uniform. I need you, just for shits and giggles here, to roll me a dexterity check. Just a note to just roll a normal dexterity check. You will click the modifier. It's the little box under dexterity. Okay, yeah, you have no problem. You are a master of the speed shower. Your hair looks nearly perfect.
With conditioner.
Goddamn. Wow. Okay. All right. So we're going to move along.
That's the Marine
Am I
Corps
connected?
training
Can you
for
see my rolls?
I cannot see your rolls in roll 20. Did you install the browser extension?
Yeah.
Are you clicking the button that happens when you hover over the thing you're trying to press?
Do you
Gotta click
have
feature
roll
controls.
20 open right now?
Yes.
You do. Um, okay. Well, I do not know what's going on with that then. No, you don't. I can see everyone that's logged in right now.
Oh, there we go.
There you
Okay.
are.
Yep, there we are. Okay, cool. I'll edit that out in post. Or I might just leave it
Just
in
edit
for
out all
shits.
my dumb questions, please.
No, I'm gonna leave them in. I am now specifically going to leave them in just to fuck
bloopers.
with you. Because I am evil.
See how abusive this DM is?
Ah, okay,
I've dealt with worse.
that's appreciated, Jin.
Yeah, I
All
have
right.
worse DMs.
18 miles worse.
Oh God. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and get to on your ways to the classroom. Consistently, as you guys are running down the halls to make it to your class, you've got less than a minute left. You notice the lights begin flickering throughout the entire hallway, and as you get to class, you get in your desks, you guys get comfy. Miss Delmas, your instructor, walks in and she's like, "Sorry, I'm late, everyone. It was it was a mess getting here. My car absolutely refused to charge, so I ended up having to take an Uber. So today
Is there Uber in Australia?
I'm sorry, what?
Is there Uber in Australia?
It's just an app, so I don't see why not.
Yeah.
By the way, this is about time when Lily comes racing in through the door just awkwardly.
Lily.
No, miss, I can help fix your car.
Late as usual. All right. Well, I see that we're going to be starting off strong from last year as well, Lily. All right. It is nice to see everyone here. Give me just a second to pull up today's coursework. She snaps open her laptop, begins typing a few things, when suddenly the lights throughout the entire room, and several people who have laptops connected to the grid, the power grid of the building, such as having them plugged in to charge right now, their screens begin to flicker. A very eerily similar image pops up to any fan of this community. Oh no, a large grouping of purple circles with strange lines protruding off of them. What could it mean?
Resembling an eye.
Resembling a strange, awkward mechanical eye. When suddenly all characters, or sorry, all players, who have their laptops plugged in, the laptops begin to immediately short circuit, and they begin sparking and frying. Lily, you were about 3 inches from plugging your power strip into a port as you see the port itself begin to spark, and you retract the power cable, and you're just like, "Oh shit!" As you are nearly electrocuted.
Oh, no, crap.
Um,
What the heck's wrong with the damn electrical system?
as
Crap, I'm out of warranty.
This school lacks funding.
Sissy kind of, I'm sorry, Mrs. Delmas, kind of looks up at you, Axel, and she's just like, "Axel, shush." And she looks back, and you see, there's actively smoke rising from in between the keys of her keyboard. Well, it looks like we're going to have to take a mulligan on syllabus day. So, yeah, I will have to go home, and I will be emailing you the syllabus. For the time being, I guess, guys. Enjoy the rest of your. Oh, I forgot to take roll call, and yet my roll call system is online. And she just begins kind of counting out who all's here, and she's like, did anyone see Tanya on their way in?
Tanya?
Tanya?
I haven't seen it, Tanya.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll give her a mulligan. I'm not going to be counting anyone absent on syllabus day. I'll be emailing you guys it anyway. All right. Well, everyone have an excellent evening. And if your school laptops were damaged by this power outage, please get in contact with the maintenance teams. This is so strange. The grid has never behaved this in like 5 years of me working here. All right. Well, everyone have an excellent night. And she begins to shoo you all out of class. The lights of the building begin to continue to flicker before suddenly all of the power in the building goes out. Everyone wandering outside, you take a look down to your cell phones, just glancing at the time, yada yada yada, and you see your cell phone reception is also completely gone. Seems that
What
the
the
in
hell is happening to the power grid?
She was quick to get us out of the room.
This is
Half-ass
definitely
power
Almost
grid.
like she has done this a few times.
She just got here. She's seen this before?
I mean, what are we even paying for?
What the hell? I
That
don't know
symbol
what
is
kind of
nothing like
power.
I've ever seen.
She didn't print out a paper syllabus?
I got a feeling the
Printer
paper wasn't
wouldn't
going to
work.
I think
cooperate
printers
either.
are down. Hold on. I pull out my laptop, which thank God has not been fried. and I
Completely
tried to connect
fried.
to the school network.
all right. Sorry. What were
Guys,
you
want any
pulling up?
brewskis? I still have them, right?
You
Not right now, but
Until it got caught by Teach, but hey, he let me keep them.
anyway. I try and pull out my laptop and I try and connect to the school network.
the school network is completely down.
I
you-
check all Wi-Fi. I check just Wi-Fi list networks. Any Wi-Fi things open?
There is nothing in range of your computer's antenna that is currently active at the moment. As you guys begin to make your way outside of your Psi building, you see a young woman. Her body is in a full assistant harness. So basically, she has mechanical braces across her forearms, her thighs, her legs, around her waist, and up her back. And around her torso, she actually has to wear a bit of a oh god, there's a name for this other than harness.
Like a back brace?
It's kind of like a back brace. You could think of it like a plastic corset, basically to
spinal
guard her
support?
ribs.
Corset, huh?
Like a hard plastic one. That is.
Oh yeah, the thing that
Yeah.
wraps around the entire body to
Yeah.
keep the back straight.
Yeah, for like people who have scoliosis. Except that is not specifically what this is. That is just an example of what this is. You see, Tanya Minos, someone that you guys only like partially interacted with last school year. She begins making her way up the steps, being exceedingly careful not to trip. As you guys have heard rumors about her, and mostly just cautionary tales, try not to get too close to her because she suffers from brittle bone disease. Her body, her bones themselves, basically made of glass. She kind of looks up at you all and is just like, "Oh, was class canceled?"
There's been a bit of a power problem. Jen looks really friendly with her, despite the warnings.
I look up to Are we indoors or outdoors?
You are just now stepping outside, looking down the steps to where your guys' quad would be, as Tanya is currently climbing the steps.
Yo, Tanya, you need any help?
Well, I think I'm going to be turning around if there's no point in me climbing up to go to class.
I take it the utility elevator didn't work?
No, it did not. There seemed to be power issues, but I thought it was just the elevator if it's the whole building. I imagine Mrs. Delmas canceled class?
It's more than the whole building. Even the cell towers are down.
I think school's canceled today.
I pull out my
The
phone.
whole
like,
grid
no
is just
reception.
fucked.
Okay. Well, then I guess I'm going to head back to my dorm. You guys have an excellent afternoon. She begins to slowly turn around, one hand death gripping the handrail of the steps as she makes her way down.
Can I be a gentleman and assist her going down?
You
You
could try, but the
may.
second you touch her arm, it might shatter.
Okay, they're not that
That's
brittle.
not. That's,
I know, I'm just joking.
Imagine her bones are made of balsa wood.
Yeah, no, I was just making a joke.
It's all good. I'm just like giving you an explanation of her. Axel, to answer that question, why don't you give me a persuasion check?
Twelve.
12. Um, as kind as you are with it, it's all of like 5 steps, and she kind of just waves you off, and she's like, "Much appreciated, but I'll be fine." Um, she makes her way down safely and begins making her way back towards the non-co-ed dorm, um, making great attempts to stay away from large groups of people. Um, as as you guys are making your way, you see your um, dean of students walking through the quad, and he's waving down individual groups of people and speaking to them. As you guys are just making your way back to the group's dorm, the group minus Axel, which will be explained in a moment, the dean, Mr. Winterfield, waves at you and says, "Oh, children, come here for a moment, please."
yeah,
Hey,
what's the
Teach,
issue?
what's up?
So with this interesting issue with our power grid, until further notices, classes are going to be postponed. It shouldn't
I'll
take
take-
more than a few days to get the grid back online. However, given the current situation, we can't confirm whether or not we'll be able to have class tomorrow, given I can't get in contact with any of the city councilmen. So I will ask everyone kindly to just stay in your dorms. Like, not restrictively. Don't bother with classes until you receive an email from your professors. And
with the network down, how do we read our emails?
well, by then the power will be back up and classes will be back in session, Miss Makerfield.
Fair enough.
Yes.
Got any idea what's going on?
So, it seems that there has been a bit of an incident, at least from my understanding. I was only watching the news this morning, but there was a report about a strange lightning storm that was happening to the northeast of us. Something about green, purple, and red lightning storm, and they fear it may damage the power grid that is in the stations north of us. Given that we get our power, we don't generate anything in Adelaide itself. We have our power distributed down to us, so it may be 2 or 3 days before we can get power back. However, the cafeteria will still be serving food at its regular times, and the clock tower has generator backups. So if you wish to partake in food at the dining hall, just remember that the times for food is 8 a.m., 1 p.m., and 6 p.m. we have gas backups for the dining hall, so food will be hot and fresh and ready. However, you may be stuck with just plain water as the soda machines will be out of commission for the near future. Do any of you have questions for me? If not, I need
With
to go.
Yeah,
aliens in
actually,
it.
our professor, Miss Delmas, she acted as if this has happened before. 5 years, it seems.
Yes, we had a similar incident to this about 5 years back, and it took a little over 4 days for them to get the grid back online. However, that was a different series of events. That was the nuclear power plant where we get our energy from directly. It suffered a blackout event that was never explained by anyone. So I doubt it is that. I'm willing to put bets that it is that storm that probably just took down a tree.
Anyhow, I want to get back to my room. I need to check out some stuff.
Can
Okay,
I
well, come back.
can I make a nature check? It looks like such a good day to be playing frisbee golf.
Um,
That's what you're concerned about, not the soda machines?
Hey,
Okay,
Lily.
I do
You're the
love
one that
soda.
cares about the soda machines.
Hey, Lily, before you go anywhere, a little bird gave me this to help produce the little SD card.
yeah. He hands you a SanDisk 128 gig SD card. You can't
Is it
tell
micro
what's on
or
it
standard
until
SD?
you install it in a system, but
Standard security of not plugging things in, but I'm curious what this is if a bird brought it to you.
Think it's got a virus on it?
I'm just assuming
Don't
it's
worry, I'll
easy
boot up a
to-
disposable ISO, it'll be fine.
I'm just assuming it's a poor tourist who got it snatched from him.
um,
And I will be on it.
at this point, Mr. Winterfield has made his way to another group of students, and you guys are free to make your way to your dorm room. Mirren,
Mira wants to play frisbee golf. I'll just be on my computer, just watching him.
uh,
Maybe him.
Mirren, you wanted to make that nature check. Please go right ahead. And if anyone wishes to give him the help action, you do need to have a higher modifier for whatever skill he's checking against. So if someone has a higher nature check, they may give him the help action and allow him to roll twice.
My modifier is +3, but I made a solid 21 here.
All right. Well, Mirren, with a 21, you look up towards the sky. The sun is shining. It is clear skies directly above and to the west of you, where you get most of your weather coming from. However, to the far north, you see strange black clouds that are blasting red and purple lightning down from the sky. You can only see it building up in the clouds. If you got closer, you could probably get a pretty good look at that.
Hey, Lily, what's in that direction?
Looks like
Can I
clouds.
go-
It doesn't look right.
Oh, I meant
though.
once north of us.
Those clouds don't look right.
To answer your question directly, boonies. Quite literally, there's nothing out there except for power substations and lots and lots of wilderness. Plenty of back roads that Axel has spent a number of tires destroying.
Hey,
No wonder he has
What?
no
You guys want to
money
go on
that
a
to
camping
outside.
trip? You guys want to go on a camping trip?
Normally,
What,
I'm
to
all
those big scary clouds?
normally I'm all
Yeah,
for getting
those
out and
big scary
about, but
clouds.
this seems a little risky.
Nothing out that way, but just a bunch of trash. Good for finding parts.
All right.
Really?
I'm gonna make my
Go.
way to my dorm then.
Okay. Who all
Come on,
is
don't you want some adventure?
Yeah, adventure's fun. I think I just need some time to get ready if we're all gonna go.
Well, I guess
Fair
I'll
enough.
go. I guess I'll go with you just to be safe.
You can take my van.
Yeah, a van would be useful.
What type of van do you have again?
Please,
We have
please.
it written down.
You have a Chevy Astro, I think I heard.
Yeah, Chevy Astro Cargo.
Yeah.
No windows. It's like the van for like a band.
I swear to God, if you guys actually try and start a band in similar to the pop rock progressives, I'm going to throw a TPK at you so fast. You'll
I'm on the modular sim. I'm on the modular sim.
TPK or TPD?
TPK. Oh, I'm sorry. Not all you might be familiar with that phrase. A TPK is a total party kill. It is a situation in which I kill all of you. Fear the DM's wrath. No, it will get you to. You'll have to get me real pissed to get me to TPK you all. But you guys. How long until you want to head out on this little journey? Sundown is in about 4 hours.
Yeah, we should prepare soon. I'm just gonna grab, some maybe like some fire starter wood or something. Or I'm sorry, like a lighter, or maybe like some fucking I can't speak right now. Like my knapsack or whatever.
All right.
What kind of survival items would I have?
You personally, you would have your quote unquote here 3-day bag, minus ammo and like your spare weapons and bullshit. Your 3-day bag consists of 9 MREs, a sleeping bag, a whoopee, which is a really comfortable blanket, an inflatable pillow, and 5 flares, and like some I think like 50 feet of rope.
By the way, I've sent you a link, Kadaj.
I'm gonna
Anyway.
pack my tools and some snacks.
Yeah, I'll deal with
I'm gonna bring my laptop and my phone.
and probably some spare batteries. Jin,
Yes,
you
spare
bringing
batteries
anything?
too. I always have spare.
Jin will mostly get his that climber's kit just to be safe. He doesn't really carry a lot on him.
All right. Cool. As you all meet up with Axel in the parking lot of the dorm, you guys begin piling in, and take off towards the north, following the insane black clouds that are producing this multicolored lightning, a phenomenon never seen before in Australia. Willie, you find this exceedingly fascinating as you've lived here your entire life. You have seen.
Hold on, headset died.
Oh.
Oh no.
So, who wants some tunes?
I wanted to re-clarify on what I was bringing.
Anyway,
in.
my character. Okay.
I'm bringing
my character.
snacks, a knapsack, my frisbee disc, and a big bag of chips. Hey, Axel, can I eat in the car?
Yeah, sure. Knock yourself out, bro.
All right, we're snacking on some crisps.
Hell
Yeah.
You-
What do y'all want to
I'm
listen
fascinated,
to?
but, like, these clouds look interesting. Physics.
Well,
Physics I'm pretty good at. It's not. It's still interesting.
Surprisingly, there's no rain from any of this, and the lightning doesn't seem to be causing any forest fires. You guys don't see any smoke rising up over the horizon line, which brush fires are more than common.
Could it be heat lightning that's somehow colored?
That would be
No.
an interesting.
The only thing that changes colors of like sparks, I think, is gases in the atmosphere. Actually, I don't know.
Guys,
something
obviously aliens.
You think
Aliens would make
exist?
sense because of the symbol as well.
What do you mean?
I-
The symbol on the screen was. What do you mean?
I would love, please, if Axel and Mira would make sanity checks for me.
It's just aliens, you know?
Just worried about the amount of beer
By the
bottles
way, I
rolling
do
around
not
in the
care. I'm going to
floorboard.
be in the back seat. I'm just going to be in the back seat eating crisps. I don't care who gets shotgun.
Can we check who's sober? Right? Can we check if Drucker's sober?
Okay, I'm sorry. The listeners can't see this, but I have to verbalize this for them right now. Mira and Axel both got a 10. Mira has a +2 to her sanity. Axel has a -2 to his sanity. And they both got a flat 10. So,
Oh my god.
Sanity
Guys.
to what?
I wanted them to actually see if they believed whether or not it was aliens. And honest to God, Axel, Mira, you think that this could be well, Axel, you are just unhinged enough that yeah, this could definitely be aliens. That would not be surprising at all. Mira, no, this could be the Chinese, this could be the Japanese, this could be anyone doing a cyber
Russians.
attack on a country to test its response. But it's doubtful, given the years of peace that have been going on, that anyone would attack right now. So I don't really know what to do with the...
I have alien conspiracy theories.
I will love to see your conspiracy theory board. Yeah.
Man, the Incas knew about
I'm
aliens.
gonna
Cherry
join
Bomb,
Axel
man.
on this, and I'm gonna make a really
I can
big
tell
nerd
you,
reference
aliens
on
don't
this.
exist.
Jin's just
If
agreeing with.
anything, if aliens are here, there'll be like a computer program or something like that.
Yeah, Lily's pretty much right on that, I want to say.
AI stands for artificial intelligence, not alien intelligence.
Maybe it is alien artificial intelligence. I'm joking. Don't put that in.
I'm leaving that in.
Oh.
Alien artificial intelligence.
Alien
Alright.
artificial
Okay.
intelligence. Okay, yeah. Completely out of game here for a second. How insane would the fandom go if they found out that Xana was actually just an alien AI and that's why it was trying to kill
the
Hopper?
Anyway.
Oh my god.
Just like, God.
You just got us canceled.
Oh god. Yeah, the entire community's just like, what is this bullshit? Okay.
Anyway, I'm like freaking AI or something doing it. AI is way more than aliens. Like if you look around on some like stories online, some deep parts of the internet, there are some talks about AIs, but nothing really come to fruit.
Real quick, Axel, I need you to do me a small favor, please. I need you to give me a vehicle handling check because you are kind of going in the back roads just into the wilderness. I'm going to ask that is a dexterity check plus your proficiency bonus.
Question: how much has he been drinking?
It doesn't
19.
matter. Because that was a 19 +2 for his proficiency bonus.
I'm good at drinking and driving.
Please, for the love of Christ, do not tell our fucking listeners that.
Oh.
Kids, this is just pretend. Don't do that.
Oh
Do
god.
not.
Oh man,
Don't
I
drink
am
and drive,
so
anyone.
glad
Not-
I put
not
up a
just
content
kids, no
warning
one.
before this. Okay.
Anyhow,
So,
Viewer
anyhow,
discretion is advised.
as you guys
so
as you guys begin making your way through the crazy back roads of the Adelaide countryside, or sorry, Australian countryside, you are well out of Adelaide. You guys are about an hour out of Adelaide, looking for a real good spot to watch this lightning from. And as you pull up over a hill, you see a abandoned factory and radar complex. the image right now being produced is strictly for the listeners, but when I do a better art rendition here, there will be satellites up top, and you see all of the lights in this building are turned on.
That place has got power.
Well, maybe it has its own backup generator, which is odd for an abandoned
Maybe.
building, isn't it?
Well, those radar dishes look military. Maybe it has a nuclear backup.
I know this is like a windowless van, but like I take it since we're all a bunch of stupid college students.
Aren't you
I
in the
have
front
my
seat?
seatbelt unbuckled. I peer out through the window. Can I make a perception check?
You most certainly can make a perception check. You're going to be taking that at disadvantage because currently the wind is blinding your eyes.
Yeah, Jen's a little worried about the overwhelming amount of bottles rolling around on the floorboard.
Wind is not on my side today, but I make a whatever you want to take that. I rolled a 19, but disadvantage for whatever.
Disadvantage means you roll twice and you take the lowest.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
So you could roll the 1 and then you're screwed.
Yeah. Okay, so you're taking that 14. And also, Jin, don't worry. You're not the only one that's worried about the alarming amount of bottles on that floor. But you just kind of quietly try to put it out of your mind because you do know that Axel, for some damnable reason, he is the best driver you've ever ridden with.
Just don't go past the breathos, then we have some problems.
Now, Mirren, what specifically were you looking for again? What was that perception check for?
What I was actually doing was I was trying to see if there was like a shady spot like near the factory, like very close to the factory that has like trees possibly, so we can set up a camp.
So the factory itself is in an area that is completely cleared out. And there are for about 200 yards in any direction, all of the trees have been taken down, mostly to clear the way for any of the radar dishes so they don't get, blocked by a fucking tree.
I see. Yeah, and I guess that perception check would also apply just to the factory itself.
It's old. It's pretty old. It's been baking in the sun for a while. You can see the paint on the outside of this building has been definitely
Smashed windows.
Hey Nadia, do you know about this factory?
I'll look over to it. Make a note. I guess I make a
history check.
history check.
Yeah.
Heck yeah, +4.
I'll tell you the dice check for this is pretty bloody high. Okay, so I'll give you a bit of info with that. So this you heard about the construction of this factory. You know that it was supposed to be some kind of research facility. However, you never really looked too much into it because you thought that it was just like a geological research station. But the fact that it seems abandoned but the lights are on is a little strange. And if it was still upkept by the government, then why is all the paint like completely trashed? Just about every government installation that you know about, they like keeping that shit looking pristine.
Yeah, guys, check that out. The lights are on in that factory, but I don't see any cars. What is going on? This is the only place we've seen all day that has power.
Should we check it out?
I wonder if it has internet connection as well.
No, it
Check
can't
your
hurt to
laptop.
look.
Well, one way to find out. Hey,
Someone
Axel,
is-
you want to pull into that factory?
Sure.
All right,
If someone isn't there, they might be able to tell us what's going on.
Axel.
Hey, I'm buckled. Watch the brakes. Watch the brakes. I gotta buckle myself back in, man.
Mirren.
I'm the best damn driver on all of Australia.
Mirren. Even though
Are you driving on the right side of the road? You know we drive on the left
There
side.
is no right side of the road. It's the middle of nowhere.
It's empty. Well, what was that, Kadash?
I was going to ask, even though Axel is a fantastic driver, you guys are riding over bumpy, uneven roads. I would like you to roll me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Which one of us?
By the way, is this
Mirren.
the car? The
17.
car we
Me?
driving the one that he repaired in the mechanics course?
One more time.
Is this the car that he was repairing in the mechanics course?
No, it is not.
No.
This is his personal vehicle. What he was
Which
working
is
on
means
before.
probably 20 times worse.
Yeah.
I grab onto
Yep.
one of the armrests of the seats, and I manage to prop myself back up and buckle myself back in place. I rolled a 17 here.
Yeah.
Some of the bars got under my feet and slid me off.
Jin, you were buckled in, so you were fine. You weren't trying to crawl around the inside of the cabin like a madman. So you're fine. That's why I only asked Mirren for a roll. So you guys make your way into the parking lot of this factory. You see actually specifically Axel and sorry, still getting used to saying your character names. Axel and Mira, I would like you both to give me perception checks.
Ooh.
Oh. Okay. I'm gonna do Axel first because Mira, you're gonna get something nice with that one. Axel, as you are like pulling into parking like what seemingly looks like a parking space. It's really just like where the grass is like less fucked up than everything else. You see oil stains in the dirt and like the grass from previous vehicles that have been here.
Can I investigate?
Well, that's what I'm giving you now.
Okay.
What is your investigation modifier?
+5.
Okay, so just a quick note
Can
for.
I aid? I've got a +5 too.
Gotcha.
I have
Just
a +5 and a proficiency.
I have a +4 in investigation.
okay, guys, let me talk. Just to let you all know, whenever I ask you for a passive whatever skill, so if I ask for like your passive stealth, that means 10 plus whatever your modifier is for whatever skill I ask for. Those are usually for passive checks, things that like you guys aren't technically asking me about, but things I want you to notice. So I'll ask you what your passive is, and if you are below whatever threshold I have, then you kind of just miss it. Just in the case that you guys don't recognize the terminology of, oh, I need passive X from you. But now we're going to jump back in here. Mira, with a 23, you're the only person here who immediately notices this pulling up to the building. You see several bullet holes in the side of this building near where you guys have parked this car. Investigating further, the bullet holes are rusted, as if they have been there for at minimum like a year.
There was a fight here at some point.
You're right.
Mira, do you recognize these bullets? What kind of weapon would make these?
Don't ask me, ask Kadarsh.
What caliber does it seem?
It would be you. It would be you making the check. So do give me a We're gonna call that a history check.
History.
What kind of caliber would be making that size hole? Blah blah blah.
Ooh.
Jin's
Okay.
just looking over the damage in the general area.
You end up asking Axel for a pair of calipers, which he manages to have in the toolbox of his car. Sorry, of his van. Taking a look with your calipers, they are most definitely 9mm bullet holes.
These are 9mm.
Yeah, standard issue for most government firearms, or at least government sidearms.
This is
Standard
definitely
issue
not a
9mm.
civilian weapon.
We should go check it out further.
Yeah.
I'm curious now.
Can't see
Giving
anything dangerous about that.
Well, the bullet holes are rusted, Jin. Um, and they seem to have been rusted for a while.
I
This happened a
want to make
while
another
ago.
perception check or like investigation check. I want to see. So, since the window panes have been shattered through bullet holes, are they? Which direction were the bullets coming from? Are there any bullet shells in the parking lot, or are they inside? I want to check like the parking lot for see if I can find any shiny, like specks of bullet shells or something. Would that matter?
Well, that's an excellent question. So, I would like both you and Jin to give me either a survival check or an insight check. Or sorry, survival or investigation. My brain mixes those up in my head.
Okay, 7.
Oh my god. Jin, I'm
Not
sorry.
my day for rolls.
Apparently not. Yeah, you can't really tell. Whatever happened here happened a while ago. And it seems that whatever debris was here has been lost to time and the elements. I will tell you that the broken glass, which is something that the elements would not have moved, is inside this factory.
I see. Should we head in?
Don't see why
I
not.
look for a door.
You guys actually parked near one of the smaller like normal person size entry door, like a side entrance door that is next to like a truck entrance, but it's obvious that the truck gate is locked. Going to open the side
Thank you,
door.
Dodge.
Sorry.
I also forgot I did establish with you that my character is on hand carrying a multi utility tool, like one of the cat things you told me about.
Oh yeah. The Leatherman mutt.
Yeah, the Leverman mod. Yeah.
Yeah. Um. Sponsored by Leatherman. God, I fucking wish they pay so much money.
No, we're not.
Oh man, that would be so nice. No, I love those multi tools, and I wanted to incorporate them in my game. Oh, by the way, this is just going to be a quick note for the listeners. Players, you can also hear this, and this is just an apology to everyone. You're going to be hearing a lot of blatant references to both Code Lyoko and a multitude of other franchises. Things such as Halo, Mass Effect, Gears of War.
Don't spoil it for people.
Hell yeah.
Well, I want to warn them that I
Just
am
tell them that there's references. Don't spoil them.
okay. I won't give any more, but please just be accepting that being a DM is hard, and I go with what I know. And what I know is
advised.
Relax. Let's just keep going.
okay. Anyway, so getting to the door, the handle is quite jiggly. It seems like it wants to open, but there seems to be something heavy behind it. I need at least 2 people to try to give me a athletics check to kick in this door. Do we have volunteers?
I got
I
a
will.
zero
I
mod.
flunked.
Yeah,
I
I'll
flunked
volunteer.
Okay.
Barrier
I
stands before us. Fear not, I will bend it like the truth.
Wait. Okay. No. Hold on. Full pause. Where was that from?
Ooh, take a guess.
Barrier
If he
stands.
wanted to take a guess, he wouldn't have asked.
I
Shut
will
up, Jen.
bend it like the truth.
Is that Warhammer or something?
No,
Nope.
it's not.
It's a furry game.
It's a
Oh, let's
Wait, what? I beg your pardon, what?
Sly Cooper.
It's a furry game, yes.
Sly
Wait,
Cooper. That is
what-
Murray that
what is
says
that?
that. That is in
Wait,
the
wait,
opening
what
of
did you
Sly
say?
Cooper 2. You are getting inspiration for that. Thank you for reminding me about that badass line. That is amazing.
Oh yeah, I got a whole list of quotes.
Oh god, okay. Quick note to all my players and listeners. Best way to get inspiration from me, make me feel nostalgia for my youth.
I haven't played Fly 2 in a long time.
Okay.
Anyway, tangent. Let's get back on opening the store.
Yeah.
Let's open that door.
So I specifically heard Jin and I heard Axel wanting to kick in that door. So both of you, please give me a collective athletics check, and then I will be taking the median of your guys' collective roll. Oh, Axel, you need to make sure. Ooh, I don't understand. You've rolled before. Why are you rolling at disadvantage right now?
Are you asking me to do an athletics check?
Yeah, I just asked you to do a athletics check. You sent a athletics check at disadvantage.
Technical difficulties.
Oh,
I
wait.
just clicked roll. I'm not sure
No,
which
I'm
one.
sorry. I actually see on your character sheet you have advantage at with athletic checks. I don't know where you got that from. Is that a thing with your character?
Probably a feat.
Spellcasting, infuse item, right tool for the job. Yeah, I'll take a look at that later. I know that you didn't put that in there when I wasn't looking because I've looked over your character sheet before. I don't know where you got that from. That's cool. That actually makes you really strong. Jin.
Is it my race?
GIF. Features and traits, racial traits, size, medium, speed, astral spark, hippo build. Oh yeah, you got that from hippo build. That is dope. Okay, cool. So we got
Let's
a
keep going.
13 and a 16, so technically that's 14.5. I'll round that up to 15. It takes you guys a couple of good kicks. And eventually, when you do impact this door, you kick it with enough force that the hinges and the handle, the hinges and the locking mechanism break off completely just from rust and damage. That you guys send the door inward and it lands completely flat, revealing a mostly empty factory. You see a large loading elevator in the middle. You see what looked like former computer stations. Like there are desks for computers that were in there at one point. Some broken office furniture, etc. You see all of the fans in this factory, and all of the lights are on and spinning. And it's about 25 Fahrenheit here for everyone. About 25 degrees cooler inside the factory than it is on the outside. Whereas it was about 85 degrees outside, it's about 65 in here.
I think Nadia
so
needs a
there's no
Celsius
functional-
conversion.
Is there no working computers in this room?
Not in this main workspace. It seems like a lot of the computers that were in there, anything that was attached to office furniture, seems like it was stolen a long time ago.
Is there an Ethernet jack?
Do me a favor and roll me a investigation check. There's going to be a lot of investigation checks tonight. Okay. Yeah, you do manage to find an Ethernet jack. It is exposed, and the little plastic, the little plastic fob that would lock in, that's broken off. It seems like this Ethernet cable was just grabbed and yanked out of whatever brigand was stealing this equipment. However, if you hold the cable into your port, you will manage to seat the connection if you wish to attempt to connect to this network.
Yep, I'm connecting to this network. Miran, hold the cable in for me.
All right, I rush over to Lily and I try to manage the cable for her.
Okay.
Jin's mostly just looking around
Do you
the
just
area.
do you just keep Cat 5 cables on you at all times? What is wrong with you?
No, she found it here. That cable's
okay.
connected to the network of this factory.
Okay.
Yeah, it's part of the electrical infrastructure.
It's a boot cable.
I'm sorry. Can you say that again, Jin?
I said
Anyway.
instead of a boot knife, it's a boot cable.
Okay, so
Anyway,
it's
um,
just
gonna
a
sit in the
funny
chair and
thing
crack open the cold one.
in my go bag, in my personal real life go bag, I have 8 feet of Cat 6 cable, an HDMI cable, and a
to be honest,
normal.
my character would have an Ethernet cable as well.
Yeah, I imagine I really just imagine each of your characters is like one of the slight variants of all of my weird personalities.
Anyhow,
One time, I'm sorry.
I'm-
Like this, aside from everything, I bought a Cat 5 cable and I made a lag switch out of it one time. Go ahead, Lily.
I peruse the I am.
You're taking a
looking
look
into
at
the
this
system.
network. Okay.
Yeah.
As
Bring up the IP scanner. Bring up the network scanner.
okay.
Check if there's any encryption.
As you try bringing up a network scan to check like your local IP address, how large this network is, how many actual device terminals that there are on this router switch. You run into block after block after block of just completely there's firewall after firewall.
Firewall. This is firewall. This is firewall.
Yeah.
So many
Give me
Can
a
I
Oh,
look
honey.
for a soda
That's what
machine?
Okay. Axel, I'll get to you in just a second. Lily, I need a programming check from you.
That's the replacement for religion from memory.
Say again.
There you go.
Yeah. So you can't successfully make it through all of the firewalls that are in place. However, you can tell with the amount of security that is on this network and your knowledge of like data security, network security, it's not your field of expertise, but you can tell this is someone went through a lot of trouble.
This is high grade stuff.
Yeah, someone went
This
through a
is
lot
like
of trouble
high
to make sure
grade.
that this network's secured.
Like the Russians will have a freaking pain in the ass getting through here.
All right, let me take a
Never
look at
mind
that,
me.
Lily. Let's see what we got up here.
All right, real quick, we're gonna
you
jump to Axel because he was next in line. Axel, you begin searching for a soda machine. I would like you to roll me a This is just going to be, God. I don't want to keep on giving you investigate. Okay, no, give me a survival check.
You need to.
Make a survival check on the soda machine.
Survival check on a
Damn, no soda.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay, I'm sorry. Again,
that's
I
critical
need
fail.
that is worse than a crit. Actually, no, that is not technically a critical fail. A critical fail would have been a 1, so he would have had a -1. But for the listeners, Mr. Axel Lindman just rolled a 0 on his survival
He
check.
rolled a 2 with the -2.
So Axel, I'm sorry for what's about to happen to you, but you do find a soda machine. However, it doesn't seem to want to take your money. And just getting angry and having your craving for soda, you just kind of grab it and you start shaking it, and you don't realize the actual damage to this factory, but the floor underneath the soda machine gives way slightly while you're shaking it, and you need to make me a strength saving throw. And Jin, are you Jin?
Yeah,
God.
I'm close enough, I want to say, to try and help him.
Okay, yeah. Jin and Mira, you can make athletics checks to try and save your dumbass friend. So that is going to be a strength saving throw from Axel and an athletic.
Okay.
No, he just ripped the soda machine back up and fixed the floor. He's fine.
Well,
Nat
that
20
was
and a nat 1. Nat 20, go get him.
okay. Yeah. So, Jin, you got an 8.
Mira needs
Mira, you were completely useless. However,
Yeah.
Axel, with this strength saving throw, you do fall to your back. The entire machine does roll on top of you, and your friends go to jump to try and save you. But you don't need it. You've caught fucking engine blocks. Like a soda machine? That's a fucking joke. You just heave that bitch off you. Your energy drink and fucking beef jerky empowered arms just shove this machine off of you, and as it lands on the ground next to Jin, the top door pops off of it, and a handful of Mr. Pibbs and white monsters roll out.
Hell yeah, you guys
Of-
want some snackies?
Oh god.
Is it
Come on.
expired? You gotta. I
Oh,
don't
yeah,
want to
which
drink
It is
expired
still
milk.
I'm gonna
cold.
eat it
If
anyway.
it's canned, it probably
Axel-
isn't expired.
Do you think Axel cares that it's expired?
If it's in cans, it probably isn't expired, but if it's in bottles, yes, it is.
They are in the tall cans, the like 16-ounce cans.
So I'm guessing Mirren unplugged the Ethernet cable, and I'm like, Mirren, go. Anyway, I walk over, just looking at everyone's shenanigans, looking at Axel, and I'm going. Anyway, it looks like I can't access deeper parts of the network through that terminal there.
I'm gonna
Would you like
interrupt
to
you
go
here, Lily.
deeper?
I'm gonna interrupt you real quick. You can see the Cat 6 cable actually. It goes up through all the conduit, and you can see the conduit. It goes down along one of the I-beams that is connected to the big ass elevator in the central area of the room. And if the rest of the factory has power, there's no reason that elevator shouldn't. Perhaps literally further down the network line, you could get deeper access.
Anyway, these cables are probably connected to some sort of surface network. Pretty much like, high-level corporate people, because this network is built like a brick. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if Russian hackers get Russian, intelligence can't get into this place. Either way, the great thing about computer network is, just simple exposed network ports, but this area is locked down, so we need to go deeper. Who's up for that?
With
I'll have
Lily's
soda
exceeding interest in this network, you guys don't realize this while you're all kind of goofing around inside. But as you go to turn your backs just to kind of look back outside, thinking, oh well, maybe we shouldn't go roaming around in some places network. As you look outside, it is a straight up hailstorm coming down right now.
Oh.
When did that start?
That started as you were turning around. It was very sudden. The sunny sky that was outside, since you've been in the lit building, you haven't really noticed this. But it got increasingly dark very quickly, and you guys see this hailstorm coming down. Axel, your poor
Check
van.
the paint on my van.
Your poor van looks like it is being pelted with fist-size chunks of granite.
Oh my god.
Your windshield is shattered. The top of your van is completely trashed.
That'll just be some dents and go to you pull it. You'll be fine, Axel.
I'm not going out there. I think I'm just gonna drink some expired soda in here. I'm gonna follow Lily down to this stupid network, and we're going to crack it.
I'll come with you just in case.
I will come with you just in case as well.
Okay.
I'm coming, but I'm bringing all this Dr. Pibb.
Mr.
Join me.
Pibb to you, good
yes.
sir.
Hey to everybody.
Yes,
Hey, treat
my-
this as if this is your house. Clean up your mess. Pick up that vending machine. No, I'm just fucking with you guys. This is an abandoned factory.
We make
Come on,
it
guys.
possible that caffeine gives us -1. It removes 1 exhaustion until after it's gone, and then it takes another exhaustion.
No, we're I'm not putting in mechanics for fucking soda. However, Jin,
No soda mechanics.
sorry, not Jin, Axel. You guys are both green on my screen, and I keep confusing the two of you. Damn it! I know one is like neon toxic green, and the other one's like earth and nature and shit. But it's anyway. You collect up all this soda in your backpack next to your beer. Your backpack is now heavy. Because you are carrying about 5 gallons worth of alcohol and soda in this thing. So it's a little bit of a bitch to lug around. Are all of you taking the elevator down at the same time?
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Might
Yeah.
as well.
All right.
I'm
definitely going
the
with
elevator for sturdiness, and I assume that's fine. The control panel, like
The control panel is exceedingly simple. There are 3 buttons. There is a button for up, there is a button for down, and then there's a big red emergency button in the middle.
I
Assuming that.
pressed down then.
All right. A security bar lowers. And it's just a bar. You guys could most definitely get yourselves killed on this elevator. So you guys instinctively kind of huddle against each other in the middle just for safety as this elevator begins drifting its way downward and downward and downward.
I looked at the glass ceiling of the elevator.
And
This is sketchy as fuck.
it is all it is a
Yeah,
full
I'm not sure
steel
if this is
construction
right, yeah.
elevator.
There's no glass.
Yeah, but you kind of look around and you see the little divot lights that are on the walls of this elevator shaft, and you kind of do the math in your head. If each one of those lights is approximately 10 feet apart, you start looking up. It starts to click to you. You are no shit probably 200 feet underground right now.
I'm sorry, this is like at the worst time. I gotta take like a 2-minute bio break.
Yeah, this is actually a great time. We're gonna go ahead and take a quick bio break, everyone. I hope that you have strong stomachs because I do not hold back. As you all ride down in the elevator, watching the lights blink past quickly and quicker, you finally get down to the bottom, and a smell hits you all. Jin and Lily. Sorry, Jin and Mira, please. Give me history checks. Mira, you get this at advantage.
Okay. So I roll twice and take the high roll?
Yes, or you can right-click the number and click advantage.
Advantage.
Well, that's going to be high enough anyway. So, Jin and Mira, as you guys land, Jin, you recognize this smell. You can't identify what it is specifically, but you recognize what type it is. That is the smell of dead flesh. That is the smell of rotting meat. Something has died down here.
Oh,
Mira,
Christ.
God, it smells like ass down here.
Mira,
The scent of death.
you specifically,
Yeah, it's nasty.
you have been exposed to this before as part of your training in the Marines. Something that you were exposed to during your training course was you actually had to go and view a cadaver at a hospital once to familiarize yourself with what death really looks like. And as you take a step out of the elevator, the smell hits you. That is an old, dead body that you can smell down in these halls. And you take a look down, the light in the elevator shining down this dark hallway, and you see a stain of red across the floor that is cascading into the darkness as if something was dragged from just barely the entrance of the elevator back into the dark halls.
I'm going to immediately pull my shirt over my nose and gag.
Could that be a strength check?
You'll notice Jin looks like he's kind of used to that smell. He's smelled it plenty when out and about, or
We've all seen the blood.
Yeah, it is. There's
Oh,
not even a
Jesus
perception check. You guys can
Christ.
easily see the blood.
Well,
Yeah, my character.
Should we call the cops?
With what
Cell
reception?
phone's down. we
okay. How old is the blood? How recent? Mira.
It
Mira, you can give me a survival check there to see the history of that blood.
Wouldn't that be medicine?
alright.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. A medicine check, please.
Advantage, disadvantage, what?
Regular. You're not a medic. The blood's dried. You can't tell how old it is, but it is dried.
I can't tell how old it is, but it's definitely been here long enough to dry.
Is anybody able to tell?
Should we follow the trail?
Did anyone bring a flashlight?
I mean, I can make a
We
medicine
have
check
flashlights
too,
on
if
our
you want.
phones.
Flashlight on phone.
That's a fair point. Who wants to turn on their flashlight?
I'll go for it.
Click.
Okay.
And also, while I pull this out, I pull out
Should-
a surgical mask.
I know
I
this
pull
is
out the mask
stupid.
and put the mask on.
Kadaj, do you want me to roll a D100 for battery life?
I would like you to roll me a D100 minus 25.
I knew you
I got
should
spare
say
batteries, though, don't I?
on a cell phone.
If she had the power yeah, and she brought
What?
backup batteries.
Hold on, you're gonna try that again.
No,
Oh, sorry,
Mirren, your cell phone is dead.
self-destructed.
Your cell phone is dead as a doornail.
Someone else.
Rip.
Someone else.
How do I roll a D100? Is it just roll D100?
Do
Oh.
slash roll D100 minus 25.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
I forgot to do a minus 25. Is that okay?
94 minus 25.
That's
is,
fine. Both you and Homie have about 75% ish left on your cell phones. So you guys can definitely turn on the torches.
I offer Mirren a battery bank.
Yeah.
thanks,
Mirren,
man.
your cell phone will be recharging at 1% per minute.
Understood.
Okay.
That's fast.
So it's going to be basically useless for a bit here. As you guys turn on,
USB-C.
as you guys turn on your flashlights, you are greeted to a scene that who here has the lowest constitution?
Mine's 15.
Mine's 15.
16.
16.
Minus 13.
Okay.
All right,
Mira, you need to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Alright.
No, that is way below the threshold. Mira, as you see this, even with your training, you never saw combat in the Marines. You never saw
True. Very true.
a corpse. You never saw a exposed organs. You see the remains of about a 45-year-old woman. Her torso has been torn from her hips. You
Oh
can
my
see
God.
the intestines are what caused the drag marks of the blood. In her hand, she is holding a completely empty pistol. The slide has been locked back, and you see across from her on the other side, the wall has been dented and crushed a little bit, and from there you see the other half of her body. Along her hips, she has a duty belt with a singular magazine still remaining in the spare slots.
We need to go call the cops.
The body is old, and
I'm going to
investigate the gun.
panic. I'm going to panic, and I'm going to tap the elevator to try to get the hell out.
Yeah, I'm backing into the elevator, just pressing the up button.
Okay.
Assuming that everyone else has come back.
Jin's more
And
taking
I
a
am eyeing that pistol,
one at a time.
wondering if I should grab it.
Well, the rest of the team is going back to the elevator.
Yeah.
Jin's more taking steps forward out of curiosity.
that's
Oh.
fucking impressive, Jin. I'll give you that. But as you guys begin tapping the elevator button furiously,
Well, I want to investigate the gun.
um, we'll get to you in just a second. As Lily and Mirren are tapping the elevator button, both panicking, nothing. And as you look up the elevator shaft, the lights that were illuminating the trip down begin to blink off from the top down.
I just look cold into Lily's eyes, and I am like shitting myself.
Yeah, this is not good. We should really not have come, don't you think?
So Axel and Axel and Mira, which one of you would like to pick up the pistol?
Oh, it's Jin.
Uh,
Wait, isn't it?
No, Jin.
I'm stepping forward more out of curiosity. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, Jin, you know what? Let's ignore the pistol for a second. Let's investigate the body. Jin, I would like you to make a medicine check. That is a very good medicine check, Jin. I am going to tell you something, and it's going to make everyone here panic worse. The blood is dried. But judging by the complexion of this body, judging by the state, and judging by the fact that there are still wet streaks of tears on this body's face, she has been dead for less than 3 hours.
A fresh body and dried blood. That's not right.
I need to check to see if this gun works.
How about you point upwards, just away from me? Just point in the other direction. Go in the elevator and fire it anywhere, but not near me.
As you
Unload it.
as you pick up the gun, Axel, it is a very strange firearm to you. If you want to identify it, please roll me a that's going to be an intelligence check at disadvantage. Jin, while he's rolling that, I'm going to tell you something right now. The air down here is insanely dry. There is no humidity down here at all. And
Good thing I brought these Dr. Pibbs.
that is most likely what has caused the blood to dry up. I'm just giving you that based on that medicine check. Axel, you are holding an FN57. This is a very strange pistol to find in this part of the world. Stranger still that you found it in a random factory in the middle of nowhere.
Oh, it's 5.7. That's good. It has a buff against poor people.
5'7"?
Good lord.
This is not the time to make jokes.
It's not the time to make jokes.
You are a sinner.
Oh god. Oh god. It's not the time to make jokes, but that was a good
I think
one.
we need to edit that out.
No,
Okay.
I'm leaving that in. I'm gonna take out my
my
laugh,
God.
but that was funny. So, we're gonna go ahead and get back to this. On
Okay.
Does
On
it
the-
use the same caliber of bullets as...
no. Something very specific to the 5.7 is that it uses the 5x7 by 28 or 25. I can't remember specifically. I know it's a weird subset of millimeters. But it uses a 5.7 millimeter bullet, which is actually a rifle cartridge. It's just a very small rifle cartridge. It is definitely not the 9 millimeter holes that you guys found outside. And checking the spare magazine that was on the waist of the body, on the other side, it is covered in blood, but that is one full magazine.
Who is she? Does she have an identification on her?
Roll me an investigation check to search the body.
Yeah, my character's way too out of it right now. She
Yeah.
just wants to do computer
I roll an
studies.
8 just to find a wallet.
Maybe you could just.
You don't manage to find a wallet, specifically. You do find a cell phone, in the back pocket of, the waist. And pulling it out, it has been shattered into a billion pieces. The back side of this body is most likely what impacted that wall and caused the crushed, caved-in section.
Is there
hold
a
on.
SIM card?
Yeah, I was gonna ask, can I pull out a SIM card?
You can find a damaged SIM card.
I'll just hold on to it.
What about an SD card?
No
come
SD
on.
card. This is an iPhone.
Let's hang on to it and pray that we can one day recover it and find out who or what is going on.
You've got
Okay.
a
What's
good
the
few
condition
SD
of the
cards.
flash chip? 'Cause I'd be
I'm gonna
after
keep
it.
this gun loaded just in case.
Yeah. Real quick, Axel, you've never fired a pistol before? You've only ever done video game guns, which is why you actually fight loading this thing a little bit, because it is a bit tricky. I'm going to remind you that you have one person on your team with military experience.
Let's just hand that
She
to
hasn't had any
Mira.
combat.
I don't want there to be two bodies here.
Yeah. Axel, can you please pass that thing to Mira? Please.
Fine. If you guys want to die that badly.
Meanwhile,
If you-
I want to keep looking around and just seeing what is
If you
extending
want
the
to
hallway.
live, hand me the gun. I'm an expert in marksmanship.
Um,
You know what? I look at the conduits. I assume the conduits have gone down the elevator shaft, and I see them in the roof.
Yes. And you do see that they go further into the dark hallway. Jin, with you lighting the way, you start looking at the floor of the hallway that follows the conduit. Hopefully, Lily can restore power to that elevator button. It might be just a security measure that someone needs to give you permission to activate the elevator again. So maybe she can find an admin terminal. But as you're looking down the hallway, on the floor, you see footprints from the blood. And there's something very strange about them. This kind of boot print has perfectly perpendicular tread. And I would like you to give me a nature check on the footprints.
I sent you a DM, by the way.
Nadia, I'm just going to warn you now, I do not check my DMs when I am in GM mode.
Yeah. I'm mostly just saying that so viewers don't have to hear it in discussion.
Okay. Alright.
Talking shit about us.
No, she's
Probably
not.
just me.
It's about
Jin.
censorship, probably.
With that, you see these footprints, and looking at them, you can't tell. The only thing that you can really pull from these footprints is these were not made by any boot or tread pattern that you have ever been familiar with, as it has a very squared off toe. The front part of the toe is completely flat.
I can assist because I have a +3 modifier and nature.
For nature? Oh yeah. Then Jin, you can go ahead and roll that at advantage. So give me one more
My
nature check.
nature's +3 too.
I
You're-
also have +4.
Oh, it says Jin
Oh, no,
rolled it
my-
at +2.
Yeah, my nature's +2. I got it mixed up with medicine.
Well, if you're helping him, I'll allow you guys to roll that at advantage.
Do I roll at advantage or him?
Player's choice. You two, choose.
no, take it away from me. The dice don't want me to live.
Jin. Yeah. I was trying to make you happy. Mirren, for the love of God, roll a nature check. Oh my God, people!
I will take that as my cue to roll.
No, we're done rolling. None of you can identify this tread pattern. Oh my god. That was terrible. I'm sorry. I'm not normally this mean, but oh my god. Anyway, you guys, following the conduit and the, well, quite literally, most likely the footprints of whatever killed this woman. By the way, with that 22 medicine check earlier, Jin, what tore this woman in half was not a blade. You can see on the back of her shirt, where a handprint grabbed her by her side and quite literally tore her torso from her hips.
I'm not liking the sound of this. The more detail I get, but I'm not
well,
really
you got a 22 medicine
No,
check. You
that's
get a
more
lot of
Jin.
detail.
That's more Jin in character thinking that.
Okay. But the conduit does follow the same path as the footsteps. Are you guys going to continue down the dark hallway that is only illuminated by the camera light of a singular cell phone?
Well,
We're at the mercy of a cell phone flashlight, so yeah.
I have my light on as well.
Stay behind me, guys, just in case I need to open fire.
Okay.
Do you wanna do you wanna like give Mira the cell phone for, you know, that, because I know sometimes like Marines have flashlights mounted on their guns or something.
You guys can,
Well,
if you'd like to.
All right, pass the old cell phone and some duct tape.
Okay.
Carry.
I think I prefer chewing gum. ABC.
Oh my god.
All right.
First chewing gum.
Let's
Alright.
follow it.
So, you guys begin following the footprints, and the conduit further and further down the halls, and you guys get to a point, where you come to a fully square, a perfect cross intersection, and you can look up, and the conduit splits, at this point into all three directions. The footprints continue traveling straight ahead. However, the conduit has split and can go down either other path. Do you go to the left, to the right, or forward? I would like a vote starting with Lily.
Could we split up?
I say we don't go with the
No,
rules
we're not
of-
splitting.
No, don't you dare split up.
I'm not doing horror movies tropes, alright?
If anyone
I have a
else
feeling-
says
I have a
split
feeling
up,
this
I will
happened
shoot
in
you
a-
right this moment.
Hey guys, shush, so that Nadia can put out her vote.
I have a feeling that there's a common trope here where we don't split the group. I say we follow the left about strategy and go left.
Mirren,
Forward.
you want to follow the footprints? Okay. Axel?
Right is right.
Okay. Jin?
I'm
We
gonna
should
say
just roll for it.
mother. I'm gonna just say left too.
All right. And Mira.
I will say left. I don't want to encounter whatever made those footprints.
Okay.
Let's go left.
Collectively
we're going left.
starting to walk left. The group.
God, this is freaking me out. Freaking dead body. I know we had minor military training in our civilian stuff, but like this. God,
Yeah,
we need to go freaking place.
I've seen animals mutilate each other, and that was not an animal's doing.
Dodge already spoiled it for me.
Shush. You asked for that.
Oh no, it's a Wendigo.
I would like everyone to please give me a perception check.
Okay.
Nat 1.
Oh, I roll good on the thing I'm not proficient in.
Dust gets in my eyes. I'm like,
Okay.
I just trip and fall.
Jin Lily and Mira, you all hear this. Jin and Mira, Jin and Lily, you guys are taking up the back. Jin, do you mind if I put a couple words in your mouth real quick?
Go for it.
Okay. In the like terrifying situation, you kind of put your hand on Lily's shoulder just to kind of reassure her that you are right there behind her, as collectively both of you begin to hear something. A very oh, what the hell?
Mirror's echoing.
Oh,
Shit.
do we got that fixed? We do
No.
not. I'm going to make note of the timestamp so that we can get this fixed real quick.
Please stand by.
Server mute.
It's Santa.
Okay. Okay, it seems that you have that fixed. Okay.
We gotta save that word. We don't say it yet.
Okay. So,
Am I echoing?
Anyway,
yeah. If we talk
my
too loud, you are.
characters go shit.
Okay.
I have noise
To
suppression on.
myself.
It seems to be okay now. I think that was just a fluke, but we're gonna get back into it, guys. Starting right now.
Not anymore.
You guys, Jin and Willie, you hear it behind you. Mira, your training has you in a heightened sense of awareness. Your adrenaline's up. Your ears are picking up on every noise and sound, and you begin to hear a very rhythmic, metallic thud, 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 thud. Very consistent. Inhumanly
closer?
consistent as it approaches from behind. I would like to know who glances behind you. Who in the party wants
Well,
to
if
look
I
back?
hear that, I'm bolting forward.
I made a nat 1 on my perception. It wasn't me.
I'll look over.
Jin, you.
I'm not looking. I'm just bolting.
Okay. Lily, you'll be bolting. Jin, you're going to take a moment to turn around and see. You see one large red eye way down, easily like 150 feet down this hall. But the eye remains perfectly still. There is no rise or fall to it, but you can tell just via your depth perception that it's getting closer, and the thudding is emitting from it.
Guys, I'm gonna just say one word of advice. Run.
Okay. Is anyone standing up? Is anyone gonna try and interact?
I'm the first one to bolt, so.
Yep,
you just
Lily's
need to run.
gone. Jin's
Yeah.
gone.
Yeah, Jin's gonna follow her. He's like, I
No, I'm
fought
bolting.
Yep.
And
wilderness animals. I'm not fighting whatever that is.
Mira's gonna move backwards, but point the gun and flashlight at whatever it is.
Okay, so everyone else is going to be running through the dark as Mira points.
I'm staying near the flashlight.
I've got a torch. I've got a torch, remember?
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
so do I.
Yeah, you guys call it torches.
Jin, you gave your flashlight to.
Oh, right, it's duct taped onto his gun.
Not
my
duct
fist
taped
up
onto the gun.
already.
She's just holding it in her offhand. Mira, you're the only one who actively gets a full image of this thing. It is quite easily 8 foot tall, resembling a man in scope, large arms, mechanical legs that are pounding the cool concrete that you guys have been walking on. And you can see along both of its arms bright crimson. A duller crimson as it has dried. It sees that you notice it, and you hear it uttering, tasking, protection.
And now she runs.
Okay. You guys begin to run down the halls faster and faster. The the metallic thuds begin to increase in frequency as this machine of metal and blood begins to chase after
Machine of
you.
metal and death.
You run. You come to a right hand turn. You whip around the right hand turn. You come to a left. You whip around the left. You come to a T intersection, and in a moment of very quick decision, Nadia, you must make a choice, right or left. 5, 4, 3, 2, left. You're going
I
left.
said left.
You begin sprinting down towards the left, and you start realizing that you see larger and larger cable lines running along the walls. Some of them just popping out of the walls, some through the ceiling. One big pipe across the floor, and they all lead to this bright golden room. The only source
Can
of
we use
light
the
that
cables to trip it?
the only source of light that you guys have seen in about like 5 minutes of just straight sprinting from this mechanical demon that is chasing you. And as you all run into the room with Mira turning, and she can see the red light. It is now too far away for the flashlight to have any use, but blindingly you just pop off 3 rounds towards this red demon chasing you, and as you do so, the doors of this golden room slam shut. Massive bunker-like door frames drop into position and lock and interlink. And as you all take a chance to catch your breath, the security of 2.5 feet of steel protecting you. You guys have just a moment to catch your breath.
Can I look for something to use as a weapon?
What the hell was
I'm gonna
that?
pull out my multi-tool and knife it.
Pipe, something?
Jin's already on one knee, looking a little overwhelmed now. He's been trying to build on a brave front. Now it's mounting up.
Okay. I would like
right.
everyone, please, to give me a sanity check.
I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna call it that one.
Oh my
Called
god.
it.
Oh my god!
Oh,
I called that.
two have
I
suffered
said I am
mental
going to
breaks.
call it nat 1, and then I rolled a nat 1.
Oh my
I
Christ.
rolled a 6.
This is
Okay.
turning into amnesia now.
Alright. Alright. Well, with that, the
Very
panic
appropriate rules.
the panic and fear of the situation begins to leave your body. Jin, you have never ran that fast in your life. You are winded, you are scared, your hands are shaking in fear. Mira, all of your training has left your mind. You're still holding the pistol towards the door, but your hands are quaking to the point where Miran, you are
Yes.
the only person like of sound enough mind that you look towards Mira, and you kind of just gently put your hand on top of the pistol and begin to just kind of force it and force her to lower the gun, as like she is terrified, she is wide-eyed.
Catch your
Sorry.
breath, Mira. I don't know what that was. I'm scared shitless right now. Whatever is separating that wall between us and that thing, we need to do everything we can to make sure it doesn't get through. I know it's made of steel, blah, blah, blah. But look, we all need to press our backs against it and pray to God it does not ram it down.
Well,
We need
that's
to
not the
arm
only
ourselves
entrance.
immediately. Look for pipes, something, anything.
It's actually a fine note that you say that. Axel, you have never you did not take off your backpack during this run. You have been sprinting with 5 gallons of stupid ass soda on your back. And one thing that I'm going to give you, because I'm a nice DM, one thing that you left on your backpack of just your tool bag was a 12-inch pipe wrench, which is at the moment your only source of protection.
Got any more soda in there?
Oh yeah, we can use them as ammo. We just like shake the soda, and then open it on the robot.
God, that's terrible. Lily, you collect your mind for a second and you begin to look around the room for just a moment, and you see all the conduit lines seem to have led into here. This bright golden room with a large light at the top that's illuminating the golden panels of the wall.
Where the fuck are we? I examine things. I look for a control panel, interfaces, anything like that.
All of the walls are blank.
Guys,
What?
we're trapped.
Yeah, you
gotta be
guys
kidding.
are in a seamless.
There's no control panels. There's no
You're
control
so
panels. There's no
screwed.
So describe the room
buttons, no
again.
nothing.
Hey,
Can you describe the room again?
I
Yeah,
hate to be the one to bring this question up, but what if it wanted us to run in here?
Probably did.
To describe this room for you, if anyone here is a Star Trek fan,
Woo,
and
all right.
you remember the Hollow Room, or
Yes.
yeah,
Transporter
Beam
room.
me up, Scotty.
no, the Hollow Room, not the transporter room, but the Hollow
Oh.
Room,
The
holodeck.
holodeck.
Yeah.
Holodeck.
Imagine all of the black panels there are golden instead, like a bright gold.
So inverted.
So it's like a tile room.
Yeah. And the only thing that is different as you look around the room is the blast door. And it is quite literally a blast door. I will let you guys know one thing. You have about a minute and a half. What are you guys doing in that minute and a half?
I'm going to just catch my breath and drink that soda and just arm myself with my stupid Leatherman knife.
Jin's looking around for anything he could use.
Okay.
I'm looking for control
gonna-
panels, wiring panels, like any panels that can open, crack open, or touch.
Oh,
I'm gonna
Anything?
get my wrench at the ready. And
just
stick
went
it
to
in the
crap.
All right.
My
Well-
connection just went to crap for a second.
I think you're okay now. All right. Now that I have you all sufficiently terrified,
Can I also make an investigation check?
on what? It's a completely empty room.
Never mind.
Yeah, no, it's terrifyingly blank, and there is no dust in this room. One other thing, and it's slightly more concerning to everyone, there is no ventilation.
Oh, lovely. So us entering
Great,
in
a smoke
panic.
bomb.
Group scanner activated.
poison gas.
Scanning
it's down.
in 5, 4, 3, 2.
What is
One.
going on?
Scanner
Guys.
active. You guys see a translucent where all the cracks, where the seams of the walls are, not where the seams of the walls are, but where the plates are, there is a crisscrossed mesh, like a checkerboard pattern of blue beams that start at the ceiling and begin to slowly come down. They're coming down at about half a meter a second. You have about 15-ish seconds until they impact you.
I dropped to the floor.
I don't want to
I
die.
dropped to the floor. This is
I
not gonna.
don't die.
I'm not getting
Why the
Resident
heck
Evil.
did I get curious? I regret everything.
Jin does the opposite. He straight up
Man, who's gonna
stands
take
up.
care of my van?
Jin just straight up stands up.
All
All right,
right.
I'm gonna throw my empty soda can up at the laser.
Thank you, Mirren, for doing that. As you throw your empty soda can up at the laser, it disintegrates into a weird white holographic light, and disappears from view.
I'm going to scream.
That seems like an appropriate response given the situation.
The beams of light begin impacting. First, they impact Jin. His head disappearing from his shoulders, and then his shoulders. His climber's kit disappearing from his back as his hips disappear. As it reaches his knees, the next person to be hit is Axel, laying on top of his...
man.
He is laying on top of his backpack, and so his torso is hit first. as he vanishes from view. The last one remaining is Lily, the thinnest of you all. Lily, the last thing that you see is the bright light of the reflection of the golden floor in which your face is pressed against, illuminating as the light beams shine back into your retinas. And with that, you guys feel yourselves flying. Flying at a speed never before felt by human. Or so you may think. You see, if you could call it seeing, you are traveling down a cable. You can see the insides of this electrical conduit, pulses of red energy coursing around you. You each you're following one another, but your bodies are not your bodies anymore. They are white and glowing. And with that, Jin, since you were the first to accept the beams of light, you are the first to virtualize on Lyoko.
Virtualization.
Your eyes blink open, and you look down. The rest of your body is still being scanned in, and as you look down, you realize you are at the top of a mountain, and that mountain is sitting at like a 60-degree angle, and you have seconds to react. Looking at your which wrist was your grappling hook on again?
Right.
On your right wrist, you see a some mechanical device with a sharp harpoon-like hook attached at the end, attached to your wrist. And as the beam of light finishes transporting you through, as it hits your feet, gravity activates and you fall, and you begin sliding down the side of this mountain. Jin, you are the first one to get a chance to roll at this. Everyone else will be rolling at the same time, but Jin had like a full 3 extra seconds because he accepted the light. Jin, I need you to roll me a dexterity saving throw. That was just a dexterity check. It needs to be a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out how to roll that, because it's just like...
So if you look under saving throws, you just hover over the number.
It's on the left side.
Oh, thanks.
Sorry.
Left side, just underneath your.
Oh my God.
You know what? You know what? Maybe God just doesn't like me today.
God does not like you today. And Jin, in your panic, you cannot get control of yourself as you are sliding down this rock face, at increasing speed. And it is like a 60-degree rock face. So you are falling. You are falling very fast. Your body bouncing around along the rock, and you, without making the save, you impact after a short fall as you reach a ledge. You fall about 25 feet, and then you impact a ledge. Go ahead and take 2d6 falling damage. I'm going to go ahead and roll that.
Watch it be a 12.
That is a flat 6. That is 6 damage. And now everyone else begins virtualizing in. Everyone remaining, please give me dexterity saving throws to attempt to regain control over your bodies as you are falling down this mountain. Mirren?
13.
Wow! Okay. And let's get Nadia. Or Lily, rather. Oh, wow. Okay, Lily gets her shit together. Perfect. So, yeah. Mira and Mirren, you both you can't get control.
Realize something is on my back, I pull out a cord staff and I stab it into the mountain.
Axel makes a nat 20.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to get to Axel. I was starting with Miran and Mira. Neither of you can get your shit together after your horror, and you begin rolling uncontrollably down this mountain face. Axel, you land flat-footed on it, and you begin grinding down this mountain.
Just plain talented.
Yeah, like something about how you impacted and triggered your memory, and you are just perfectly sliding. You've done this 100 times in Germany in the mountains. Willie, how do you manage to get control over your slide down?
I start falling. I feel something on my back. I pull it out. It's a water staff. I stab it into the mountain and start sliding down, probably making a grinding in the mountain as I control my speed. Acceptable?
Beautiful.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. We heard you.
Find Jen rolling around when they get to the bottom. It's like, oh god, I feel like I landed on my keys.
Yeah. Real quick, Miran and Mira, you both are going to take 6 points of falling damage.
All right.
Yeah.
Alright.
Axel and Nadia, you are able to control your descent and land into a roll as you impact the plateau. Looking around, you see floating islands in mists of fog, all the same purplish stone structures interconnected by bridges, the physics of which couldn't possibly make sense. And as you look at each other, your clothing, that doesn't match. We're going to go down the list, and I'm going to ask you each to give me a description of your Lyoko warriors. We're going to start with Lily.
Just a respectful oriental design, but something looking monkish, and she's got a quarterstaff.
Exposed arms or not?
She's mostly human. Exposed arms.
All right.
And
All
she's
right.
holding a.
Very nice.
What the fuck?
Miran.
What the hell?
As I pull myself up from the ground after impacting very hard, I take a look at my hands and look at myself in some sort of reflection. I see that I am a cyborg-like avatar with black hair, gray eyes, and I'm wearing a leather jacket with a blue neon highlight to it.
Very nice. On your back, you can sense there's something there, and as you reach behind you, you take a grip of it, and it is a kind of like a frisbee-like object with a white outline around its rim.
Am I aware of the Tron disc? Like, can I just metagame and just say, "Oh my god, do I actually have a Tron disc?"
Roll me
I
a
would say
history
directly
check.
reference the Tron disc.
All right, history check.
History check.
17.
You have a fucking Tron disc.
Oh my god, I got a Tron disc.
All right. Next, Axel.
Alright, I noticed that my long hair is put up in a ponytail and my goggles have been replaced by a goggle eye targeter. I'm wearing very heavy armor that's sort of like a mix between a Spartan from Halo, a Cog from Gears of War, and a Space Marine from Warhammer.
You are definitely the biggest dude of the group right now.
Oh yeah, definitely, I'm the big chunker.
Yeah, laying next to your feet is a very large weapon. It is like a two-handed chain gun, and as you take a grip of the handle with the trigger on it, it basically like molds to your hand as you take grip. We're going to jump over to Jin now.
Yeah, so Jin will suddenly have his hair look a little more well composed and a headband around his head that reaches his shoulders in length. He'll be wearing like a green gi and a darker green attired overcoat on top of that with a whip at his side.
Excellent. Along with mounted onto your arm with a leather bracer and what feels like a pressure trigger system, you have a grappling hook mounted to your arm as well.
Nice. Jin will begin absorbing the situation once he sits up and the pain kind of dies down a little.
Yeah, we'll get there in just a moment. Mira, would you like to describe your Lyoko form?
It looks kind of like cat burglar style. It's all black with a few utilities on it, and there's a spot on my back for something or other that I don't know about yet.
Okay. I'm very much imagining Arkham City or Arkham Knight Catwoman.
Black cat.
Yeah.
We have a furry in the group. There's
There's no fear.
No, that is definitely not a furry.
Hey, Odd's not a furry. He has a tail.
Odd is the most canon we will ever get to a furry, and we're not doing that here.
There's no ears, there's no tail. It's just a cat burglar
God bless
outfit,
the
and
furry fandom.
my hair is white and in a ponytail.
Beautiful. On your hips, as you kind of take a natural setting, and you've had a practice of putting your hands on your hips, just like as a woman. You can feel down on each side of you are two holsters, each sporting pistols. By the way, just note for all the listeners, we are pro the furry community here. We are pro almost all communities, so long as you are respectful of all communities. Just to make that.
I've seen their suits. I think they could make a Megazord. I'm not gonna lie.
Goddamn
So
right they
true.
could.
Like Jesus, I'm terrified.
Anyway,
of that skill.
tangent.
Yeah. Let's knock that off, and we are going to go ahead, and you guys are in the mountain sector of Lyoko. Looking up to where you came from, you just see endless sky, and the mountain face now that has a deep scratch in it from where Lily jabbed in her staff.
Are we still camping?
What kind of James Cameron shit is this?
I have fallen a lot in my
I
camping.
know, this looks like a 3D render, if anything.
My eyes feel low quality.
Can I make like a programming / investigation check of like what we're inside of or what we're doing?
Mirren, given your background, specifically what you are going to school for, I will give you a either computer or programming check at advantage.
God fucking damn it!
I said at
I rolled a
advantage.
1,
No.
and I rolled a 2.
You rolled a 1 and a 2.
I got a feeling we got the bad luck from the rest
I
of the
got
gang
a
tonight.
total of 7.
You can use an inspiration.
Mirren, please use your inspiration dice I gave you earlier. Reminder: you can use more than one per check.
How do I do this again?
Okay, so a bardic inspiration die, I think at this level is a d6. Let me double check. Bard die by level.
By the way, this is a house rule by the Game Master.
Oh yes. An explanation for everyone. I stole a fellow DM's system for doing inspiration, GM gifted inspiration. This is stolen directly from Rolling with Difficulty. The GM there, Austin, is an amazing GM, and I can only ever pray to be as awesome as he is. But I have stolen this house rule from him because I feel it works a lot better. And unlike him, I do allow the inspiration to. Oh wait, no, he does do it as well. We allow the inspiration to stack.
Shout out to DM Austin.
Yeah, shout out to Austin, shout out to the Rolling with Difficulty crew, including OSP Red, Sophia BRT, Noir, and Wally. I can't remember what Wally's tag is, but that entire crew is actually like the primary inspiration for me doing this game. So shout out to them. And just an explanation of how this system works for the uneducated. So what happens is when they roll inspiration, they get a pool of dice, which are bardic inspiration dice based on this level. I believe I've given Mirren just throughout the like process of setting up this campaign and stuff. He's done a lot of funny stuff. He's helped me out in weird ways. So I give him like a little couple inspirations here or there for helping me out. So he can use his
And
pool.
I have 6.
Yeah, like some of our party members.
It's like
have,
a bonus die, really.
Yeah, it's a bonus die that you can add multiple to. So Mirren, you have a 7 there. You can go ahead and roll as many d6 as you need to, but those will be used up inspiration dice.
How many inspiration do I have?
If I recall, after everything that you've done with me, I think you have 4.
I was gonna guess 5.
Oh, I'm going to kill myself.
That's
Your
2 of
rolls
them.
are still better than mine.
Okay, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I have 11 so far. I'm just going to roll one more.
Okay.
Another one coming up.
Okay.
14.
Okay, 14. It's 14 enough.
14 is enough that I will give you the information. So you have spent a large part of your life behind a VR screen. You are
That is
not
true.
looking through a VR screen. You are in a virtual world. As you look around, this is the most immersive VR system that you have ever felt. And you go, and you kind of, like, in your head, you go to reach up for the goggles. And the goggles aren't there. And then you try something. You try something.
Feel my hair. Each strand of it.
You can feel every strand of your hair. You go and you bite your tongue with your canine. You can feel the pain. And you are in a virtual world that you are interacting with. It's a virtual world in which you can feel pain too.
But where exactly are we? I asked everybody.
In the factory just now.
We were just on a camping trip.
And
We go into a factory, see a body, and we're chased by some robots, and now we're in VR.
Yeah, I did not see my day going this way, but it sure
And this is
feels
the
right.
last time I buy weed at the gas
into my
station.
dreams earlier.
Can you say that again, Mira?
Did you slip something in my drink earlier?
We're all here together. I think it could have been that soda.
I didn't drink any of the expired
I didn't
any of the
either.
expired soft drink. in
So
my
we're all
tea,
seeing this, right? We're all here.
Yeah, I'm seeing this. I'm freaking seeing this. I don't
Yeah.
know why we're here. I don't know what's
I'm-
going on.
I'm
I don't
feeling
even
it.
have my computer
I just-
anymore.
I just run up. I just kind of like put my hands on like Lily, like not in like a like on a like a platonic way. I'm like, what? You can feel me too, right? Like I'm not shitting myself.
You can
She just like
Lily, you
she just lightly whacks you on your shoulder. You feel that, right?
Yeah. Everything.
Somebody
three,
smack me.
meanwhile, 3 of us
Who the
fell. I
heck
just
Who the heck designed a VR system like this? This is way more advanced than what we have now.
Why was it in a military place?
Why were there bodies
This is a
there?
military place. This is a little
Not-
research
not-
center.
Nadia, what factory were we in? You have to know. You have to tell me.
It was some sort of research thing. There wasn't much details because people didn't really care about it. Built back in what, the 80s or something?
I
About that?
immediately just start trying to do a bunch of like somatic like VR
What are
hand
these
gestures
outfits we're wearing?
that I could probably do to open up a menu or something. I cannot open up any sort of menu to like find a logout button. I cannot find anything. We are trapped. We are screwed. Where do we go from here?
Mirren, I'm going to ask you to take a breath here real quick. I would like you to give me a computers check, which comes off of Arcana.
All right. Well, my Arcana is +3, but I have a +5 in computers, so should I just roll computers?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. We're going to be fixing that next session. Yeah.
I'm going to close my browser because I feel like my dice are just screwing me over. I got an 8.
Yeah. If you want to just roll physical dice, please just roll physical dice. Holy crap. Well, I'm going to give you something from it. With the wavings of your hand and the chaos of you like trying to pull up half a dozen different types of menus, you pull up something, and then it immediately gets closed as you are in the panicked thralls of thrashing your arms around. So,
Okay.
you opened something, but you can't figure out what you did that opened it. Does anyone want to make a perception check to try and mimic what he just did?
I was standing right next to him, so...
I will roll perception as soon as I find my dice.
Of course I get it.
Well, shit, Lily.
Oh, that's what he did. Do the same gesture?
As you wave your arm in a similar manner, what specifically you're doing is you hold basically 2 fingers out with your thumb completely extended into an L shape, and you swipe from left to right with your left arm, and it pulls up a small menu. The tabs that you can read are Inventory, System Diagnostic, and Admin.
I press the admin button.
Privileges not designated to user flashes on the screen, and the tab does not open.
User not in sudo's file. This instant will be recorded.
System information.
System information. You see, are you the one that clicked this, or are you telling her to click it?
I'm telling her to click it.
I press system information.
Okay, you click system information, and you see a holographic representation of yourself appear directly in front of you, and you can see hovering just over what would be your body's head. It says user guest.
Interesting. Am I able to tap user guest for more information? I'm gonna pull up my own menu and tap it.
Okay. Tapping user guest. User guest privileges restricted by admin coordinator. Please contact admin systems chief. Sorry, brain. Vector 8.
Vector 8. All right, and then I guess inventory is just what we already have on each other.
Yeah. So individually on all of your inventories, you see just your weapons currently listed. So for Mirren, it is your light disc. Nadia, your quarterstaff. Jin, your grappling hook and your whip. Mira, your pistols, and for Axel, it is your systems cannon.
Sorry, I keep like
down as big ass cannon.
Oh, good.
I found my D20. I will be using
I look around and observe my surroundings. Sorry.
Jen will also be looking around, mostly
So,
confused.
I'm sorry, I keep speaking up and interjecting. I'm going to tap on the text that says identity disk for more information. Data chit.
As you tap it, privileges not accessible.
So where the hell are we?
We're gonna jump to Jin for just a second here. Jin, you are looking
There's
around.
my dice.
Okay. Jin, as you are looking around, you stare into the foggy distance, the horizon, and you see something just above the fog. If you look just slightly above the fog, you see columns of very thin, very bright red smoke. At least 7 different dots of it across the horizon line. If you got higher, you could probably get a better view of those.
Hey guys, there's something over in this direction. He'll point to the red smoke in the sky.
Red smoke.
Well, we can't log out. We're trapped in here in a factory. Well, we just
Should we look
all
around?
all we gotta do is just look around and see if there's any clues. Maybe we
Where'd
gotta
my
solve a
soda
puzzle.
go?
Yeah, be careful. It really hurts here.
We probably it's like probably some sort of VR escape room. Maybe we have to solve a puzzle.
Could it be a
You
training?
said that my
set?
soda got virtualized. Where is it?
The soda was not virtualized with you,
Damn
sadly.
it.
There's a new breed of character like
Oh,
Monster Energy brand.
I'm sorry, actually. Axel, as you are like muttering to yourself, God damn it, where's all that soda I
Oh, it's
had?
gonna hit on my head, isn't it? Fall and hit on my head.
It falls straight from the sky and impacts the top of your head.
I know this is dumb. My empty soda can. Can I collect that as material?
That is well, actually yes, you can. But it does not appear to you as an empty soda can. It looks like an empty kind of like a thermos, but a little bit more sci-fi.
I see.
And
What happened to my laptop and all my tech?
we will get to that.
And what about the pistol?
Well, if you notice that you currently are wearing 2 pistols.
I
If-
was originally supposed to get one, and it just came with me
Has anyone here seen The Matrix?
Yes.
Yes.
a long time ago. But yes,
I haven't, but internet culture's made me basically see it.
Okay, so there is a concept in The Matrix where your digital self is, I think it's called your digital self image.
Residual self image.
Residual self image. Thank you. What you guys have done is your Lyoko bodies have been constructed based off of the equipment that you had on you and what you were wearing when you first entered the scanner. Nadia, as you are checking yourself out, you drag your hand across one of your arms, and you see a holographic display come up across your left arm, from about the wrist to the elbow, and that is labeled at the top Control Interface.
I guess I'm messing with the buttons.
There are no buttons at the moment.
I guess Vera was
You-
the most terrified, so she got wings.
Oh wait, your character can fly, can't she?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have light purple and black wings sprouting from your back. Nadia, to finish my description of your command interface, at the edge of the screen next to your wrist, a little holographic cord wraps around, and on your palm is a circle. Okay? Looks kind of like an interfacing point. So, we'll get into what all those interesting items do as we move along. But, for now, Where would you guys like to go? Where would you like to
That
explore?
red mist thing.
Should we look
Where
around?
can we go? Because I don't really see a visual.
There
Saw
is.
some red
I
mist
don't
thing
have
open.
perfect visuals for this map until we get a little bit further in the story.
I say
Okay.
we just go towards the red
Maybe we should just
smoke.
walk forward.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll go
Walk
to the red
towards the
smoke.
red smoke.
All
Can
right.
I peer over the ledge and see what goes down?
Mist.
It's all mist.
It is mist for at least 1,000 feet.
Yeah, I think we should stay away from that ledge.
Mm-hmm.
I nearly rebounded off the ground into it.
All right, who wants to take point?
Yeah. Who
I will.
does want to take point? Axel?
Yeah, I'm the fattest, so
All right, Axel is taking point. So you guys begin making your way toward the red misty towers. And as you walk along, you can hear voices coming from other islands. Some really far away, some slightly closer to you. And occasionally you can see just the quickest movement of a person, or another person, and another one. People moving from rock to rock, some crossing the stone bridges, all just kind of milling around this area. As you guys march for about 8 minutes or so, you stumble across a man walking towards you. He is huge. He is quite literally 8 foot tall and built like a brick shithouse. He
Huh.
puts Axel to shame. And he wears his arms are sleeveless, but they are rippling with muscle. His chest has a very large flak jacket on it, with a flared collar wrapping around the sides of his neck up to his earlobes, and he is wearing a helmet. And he is just walking with an eerily similar pace to what you guys were hearing back in the hallway. A weird, rhythmic, perfect step. He doesn't have any sway.
Well,
Does this sound familiar to you guys? As I like
Run.
say, like
Yeah,
very
it
in a
sounds
stuttery tone.
Sort of.
Run.
should we try and talk to him?
Well,
No, run.
I don't want to feel any pain like I did earlier. You know, if we die here, we don't know if we die for real. So, I don't want to take
I
our
assume
chances.
we die for real.
And if we do go out of that, if we do get out of here somehow, there is still that thing to think of.
All right. Well, I won't mind talking to it. So just I
This-
hear it. If it starts hitting me, I guess that's when we could worry.
I'm
As
going with Jen.
you guys allow this behemoth of a man to get up directly to you, and you guys are currently on the stone bridge, in between two islands. And he walks towards you, stops when he gets to about 8 feet in front of Axel. He looks down at your weapon, back at you. Where did you acquire such a device?
Bro, I don't even know where the fuck we are. Who are you?
System. I don't. He reaches up a hand and kind of grabs the side of his head. I am tasking. I am systems tasking 7301. I don't know.
Well, he's not trying to kill us, so that's a good start. Let's call
I
someone
will-
Willie, get your ass
smarter
down here.
on.
Help me translate this.
I'll take a step forward. I'll look up to him. Do you know the user Vector8?
Negative. This platform does not recognize user Vector 8.
Where are
Interesting.
we?
Systems command directive. communications with emergency services and civilian populous centers. Sub-designation Mountain Sector.
Mountain sector. We're in the mountain
Okay.
sector, someplace.
Okay, well, can you tell me do you know what that red smoke is?
System Command Towers.
Towers.
Status. Corruption.
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 Corrupted tower.
That doesn't sound good.
So is this thing broken?
Wait. Help.
I guess we need to fix it in
Affirmative.
order to
It's
get out of here.
corrupt.
What is the tower?
I have
This
no idea what the
platform
tower is.
does not have data not found.
Great, so it's useless.
It is if this is the thing that was chasing us, I say that we should probably avoid this thing. If there's more than this one thing, if there's more of them, we should probably avoid them at all costs. Come on, guys, let's go back.
I feel like our only way
Don't
is
you have those
forward.
towers?
Let's go see about this corruption in these towers.
Maybe we should check out this tower. Maybe there's a control panel or something.
As
What else is there?
as Mira mentions that she should go and investigate the corruption at the tower, tasking 7301 begins to walk backwards with the perfect uniform steps that he has and lets you pass across the bridge. As you guys reach the opposite end of the bridge, he walks past you and begins walking away back across the bridge, following wherever he was going. Unless someone wants to stop him.
So was that a construct?
It sure seemed like it was.
You know how I joked about artificial intelligence on the way?
I was asking Kadaj, was that a construct?
How would you know that?
Yeah, stop metagaming, bruh.
It's not that.
Oh, I wasn't sure if what the constructs you were talking about earlier.
Either
Alright,
way,
never
we don't
mind.
know what the hell it is. Anyway,
It's getting away from us, so let's do the same.
and let's go towards the tower.
How far away are we from this tower? What else is nearby?
The
How far are we from the
closest
closest tower?
the closest tower to you is about a kilometer away.
Well, nothing here but purple terrain. Let's keep going.
As you guys walk, you continue making your way towards the closest of these towers, and walking along the path, you see a form, a shape, a body, sitting on a rock, leaning against one of these mountains. Its form is drained and gray, and its eyes are lifeless and black, and it lays there unmoving. It looks, it has the same kind of resolution as you all do, the same as tasking did, and this one once had a weird neon blue hair. It had a necklace on it. Its uniform that it was wearing is very similar to a kind of like a jogger's outfit, except a bit tighter. And its form, it takes a second for you guys to realize, oh, I think this is a female, whatever these things are. But its body has been desaturated. There is no color to it.
Should we try to help it?
Is it on another mountain? Can I try to get its attention?
It is currently sitting on just a rock leaning against the mountain along the path. It seems like it just sat there and then just completely drained.
I see.
I try and touch it.
Well, it's
Do you
on
touch-
another mountain.
No, it's on your mountain.
Oh, I see.
You try to touch it. It is lifeless and limp.
Can I bring open that menu again? System information. See if I could like point it at.
Your system information is only your diagnostic.
Oh, okay. Investigation.
Maybe more of a programming.
Yeah. Give me a programming check. It's going to be a pretty high DC though.
Can I give one too?
I'm gonna use physical dice.
Yeah. Both of you can, and just report your numbers to me.
I got a 9.
Okay. Wow.
Really don't like you.
Nice job, Lily. Lily, as you are looking at this thing, I'm going to now give you a piece of information about that thing on your arm. As you reach out with your left hand, as you grasp this body's shoulder, there's a little spark that shoots from your palm into its shoulder, and the slightest glow of light of essence comes back to this construct in front of you. Its eyes shift from black to an electric blue light with irises of purple, and it looks up at you for just a blink of a second. It does move. Everyone sees this before it falls back limp again. And you can look at the console on your arm, and it reads as target information communication system. Communications diode. Identification code FE1138.
FE1138.
Study the console on my wrist.
That's all the information that you can get out of it right now is just the name of it,
and a status.
what it is. Something starts to click over in your head, and I need you to give me a programming check, please. Well, shit, okay. Between tasking 7301 and FE118, I think I said.
1138.
1138. Sorry, I made up those numbers off the top of my head because, no offense, they're NPCs. Something that starts to click to you is these seem eerily similar to daemons, or rather demons. You have heard...
Demons is the term for alien.
Yeah, it's daemon.
Daemon. Subroutines within a system that are pre-programmed for specific tasks. This one seemed to have been called FE1138.
Can I make like a computers check to see what FE could stand for in computers?
You can try.
I'm actually just gonna I'm not gonna roll a physical dice. I'm just gonna take the shit RNG.
Yeah, because your real dice still didn't help you.
Okay, thanks RNG.
There we go.
Wow. Okay. So FE1138. 1 second.
You're just trying to figure out what I can do.
No, I now actually have to pull this up because now I'm forced to check it. Where is it? It is here somewhere. Sorry. Okay. I have to copy a couple of things. It is if I'm looking at the symbol correctly, the symbol for, you have to dig in your head, but that was a really good computers check. That's an ASCII designation.
Really?
Yeah. However, if you compare it to an ASCII chart, the numbers do not make sense.
So it just means nothing to us.
Yeah.
Cool.
I just keep moving.
Even if it did mean anything, I'm not smart enough to figure it out.
Yeah. Um,
Hey, Lily, are you able to try that Sparky thing again?
Sure.
okay.
My hand on their shoulder a bit longer.
Yeah. Lily, I would like you to make a medicine check.
Ooh.
Is there like also some way I could just like put my hand on Lily's shoulder, like so I see if I could channel like extra power or something?
Not really. This is a thing specific to Lily's power. Every single one of you have a power. Lily is just the first one that's discovering hers because she's actually getting an opportunity to test things out. All of you will learn your powers this session. Do not worry.
Yeah, my hand.
Well, we got like an hour.
Lily, as you hold your hand longer, you kind of close your eyes, and you can feel a little bit of your energy, your being, press into this construct in front of you. And as you open your eyes, its eyes once again are blue, with the purple pinkish iris. She's like, oh God, how long have I been out? You can see she's panting. She seems scared.
We have no idea. We only just got here.
Are you all right?
No, I ran out. I had no more energy left. Wait. What? I've never seen your kinds before. What are you?
We don't know where we are.
People.
Or what we are.
We are real people who somehow came to this virtual world.
We are users.
I don't understand. This is my
We
world.
don't understand either.
Don't worry about it. How about we just focus on helping you for now?
Okay. She goes to try and stand up, and she is super shaky. Her body is exceedingly weak. It kind of, in a sad way, reminds you of Tanya, how she had to be exceedingly careful with every step that she took going down the steps of.
Try and help her up.
Okay. As you try to help her up, Nadia, do you keep your hand pressed against her?
Probably not.
Okay. As you remove your hand from her shoulder, her body goes limp once more, and she collapses into Axel's arms. Completely, the life, the light, the contrast in her skin completely fading into gray as she collapses onto you.
Really, put your hand back on.
Okay, I put my
Really?
hand back on.
Maybe you should carry her.
Like a battery powering her.
Oh God, did I pass out again?
Yeah.
Yes, if I let go, you pass out.
Oh God, I have to get back to the village. I have to beg them for some energy. If
A village? Where's this village?
she points towards where you guys have been walking towards the towers that you have been walking towards. My village, Echo 1 is that way.
I guess we just can't give you some of our energy or anything.
I think that you are right now, and she looks over to Willie, who is keeping her hand on her shoulder. I think I'm tethered to you right now.
What does that imply? Am I going to end up like you if I do this?
I don't know. I've never seen someone tether before. I've only seen the priest do it once.
Well, we shouldn't stand around wasting time then, should we?
The priest?
Let's
Let's head
bring
to
her
the
to this
village.
village.
Yes, there is one priest at my village. Um, uh, assuming that my village is still there, I don't know. I don't know how long I've been out. Um, do you know what day it is?
We have no idea.
It depends on whether or not you use the same calendar as we do.
I'll just say fancy, like in a fancy manner. In the Gregorian calendar, this is August 14th, 2023.
August?
Yes.
August 14th.
2020. Oh my God. You see her.
How long have you been out?
5 years.
Oh,
Oh.
We should hurry you
5 years.
back.
Huh?
and in that time, no one in your village came looking?
She looks down at the stony pathway solemnly. I'm a bit of an urchin. I I'm not designed for combat like the tasking units. I can't heal. I just remember things really well, and I can move fast. My job for the village used to be as a messenger from village to village, but as the demons came, the paths that I used to take became blocked off, and I lost friends, and I there was no more use for me, so I couldn't make any profit or resource. I was of no use to the village, and the keeper, he wouldn't give me any energy because I couldn't do any work to help maintain the village.
Well,
Who are you? What's your name?
I'm Felicia. I am Felicia of Echo.
Oh, Effie, I see.
Well, a lot's changed maybe in 5 years. Maybe we could see if they're changed too.
We gotta
Let's
do
head to Echo.
something. Can't just leave her here.
Jen looks
Lily
a little...
literally can't take her hand off of her.
Well, I
Escort
guess
mission.
Escort mission.
Well,
Yeah.
then I'll just carry her, and then Lily, you can keep your hand on her.
I can walk, I think. Can I ask you something? You say you're not from here. Are you from one of the other sectors?
So there's more than
Sector?
one?
More than
No.
one sector? We're in the mountain sector, right? What other sectors are there?
The desert, ice, and the forest sector, of course.
I unfortunately, we're not from any of these sectors that you spoke of. We're from Earth. We're not from the land of the computers. We are users.
Your world is a product of our world.
I don't know if telling them
Hey,
that
that
is a
might be
good
kind
idea.
of
Whoa,
shocking to tell her
godlike.
at this time.
Don't give her an existential crisis, even though we're kind of in one right now.
I've been living in an existential crisis my whole life. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Big mood.
She is
Mood.
very confused.
That's in character.
She has no idea what you guys are talking about. I've never heard of users before. I've heard of subprograms, but I've never heard of users.
Let's get to your village first. Maybe we
Yeah,
can
maybe
get on
someone there
You
together.
knows
can make sense
something.
at Echo. Let's head to there.
Okay. And she kind of takes a firm grip of Willie's hand, the hand that is powering her right now, as she walks along with you guys.
Can I attempt to carry her? Can she walk?
She can walk. She has a walking speed of 25 feet, so she is slightly slower than you guys, but not by much.
Okay.
25 versus the average 30.
Yeah.
Yes, they
And
seem to handle to me.
yeah. So as you guys walk, we are going to take our second break of the evening. We are back from our second break. As our party is walking along the roads, they are getting directions from Felicia of Echo, as she directs them towards the winding paths that lead towards her village, and incidentally, a red lit tower. Um, she seems to know these strange pathways like the back of her hand, even though to the rest of you, there doesn't seem to be much difference in the terrain. It's all the same colored stone, but as if she's a GPS system, she has the all of these walkways almost perfectly memorized. Um, Only taking like a moment or two to pause at four-way junctions and the like. As you guys walk closer to an island below you, I would like everyone to make me a perception check, please.
Perception go burr.
Yeah, my perception goes burl right.
Jin!
Damn, I suck.
Look, my man, some days the dice don't like you, some days the dice don't like you. What can I say?
Yeah, Mira. This is actually going to be a good point to bring up your power. As you glance down, you're the only one that's actually like beginning to hear this, and you sorry to take control of your character here for just a moment.
That's fine.
Yeah, you take a step a little bit closer to the edge, looking over one of these the other islands beneath you. Not directly beneath you, but like down into the it's on a slope. You guys know what I'm trying to say here. You look down and you start to see a firefight ensue. Red bolts of energy being transitioned with blue ones, as if you're seeing a Star Wars fight. And as you squint, you begin to see something very strange. A orange cube like construct is walking, blasting red lasers from the faces of its cube sides, and as you look at it, it glows a bright red. These large robotic kind of Terminator-esque machines standing next to it glow a very, very deep black. And the people that they're shooting at glow with a slight golden hue, as you can easily identify these people at a distance, or at least what seems to be friendlies and hostiles. Instinctively, your hands drift down to your holsters, and you pull out your pistols. And with a deftness, muscle memory begins to react with your body as you begin to press the barrel of one pistol into the back of the other, and the pistols combine. The handle of one folding up, the barrel extending, a stock popping out the back. And you realize, oh fuck, I'm holding a sniper rifle! For all the listeners out there, this is Jason Todd's pistols from Batman, Arkham Knight, actually. Because Jason Todd is my boy, and Mira really liked his pistols. So, any excuse to bring them into the game. You have a sniper rifle with a 12 times scope if you would like to get a better look at the battle. Are you going to inform your friends of what you are seeing?
There's a really intense firefight going on down there, guys.
I look back at what Mira's holding, and I'm like, "Oh, stop! We don't know if this is a game. We don't want to cause World War III here. I would put that down."
I got a feeling it's already happening.
It's
The
definitely
heck
a
are
World
those
War
things?
happening here.
A construct friend for advice.
Say that again, Lily.
I look over to the construct, go, what's going on down there?
She looks over and she begins to squint and she's just like, oh, holy shit, it's wingless. And is that Tessa? She squints and sorry to interrupt everyone, but we're going to go into a bit of a cinematic here. You see a woman with purple hair. She is dragging this very similar looking person to Felicia, who you have with you. Bright electric blue hair, a white and blue tracksuit on. She's carrying a backpack and a pistol, and she's leaning over this purple-haired woman, arm wrapped around side her as she's taking blaster bolt after blaster bolt to the back, screaming in pain. The woman with the purple hair takes a round to the back of her knee, and she collapses, carrying them both. She begins to then crawl for cover, seeking cover behind a boulder, as this block and these Terminator kind of robots begin marching towards them, continuing to fire erratically. She tries reaching out to the purple-haired messenger, taking her hand and starting to pull her towards the cover as this messenger takes round after round into her body, screaming in pain. And then suddenly, with one painfully placed bolt hitting the side of her ribs, her body begins to disintegrate into white data. The woman with the purple hair screams at the top of her lungs seeing this, trying desperately to pull her friend closer to her, but only managing to pull her into her arms as she is completely turned into fragmented data and disintegrates, leaving nothing behind but the pistol that she had and her backpack. The woman in purple begins to sob, dragging the backpack close and bringing it to her chest as she kind of hides there for a second. You can see at this distance it's hard to make out, but you can see she is shaking with anger. And she stands up and she physically grabs the boulder that was covering her. And you see her hands charge with purple energy as she picks it up. The energy of her hands transmitting around the boulder, she picks it up and throws it at the block and two of the droids that were standing nearby, completely crushing them with the boulder before she starts taking fire from the other robots, a round impacting her shoulder. Unable to satisfy her rage for her lost friend, she takes the backpack and begins to sprint as fast as she can, leaving the data to drift in the open air as it continues to fragment and disintegrate. You see Felicia wrapped around your arm, Willie. She looks horrified. Tessa? Oh.
What the hell was that?
What just happened?
Maybe we should
I'm
help
pretty
her.
sure. I'm pretty sure that was a death in action.
That was my friend.
So, death is permanent here.
Oh, that's great to know.
Guys, we need to go help her.
She's making her
We
way
don't
back to
know.
Echo.
We don't.
She's gonna go back to the Guardians, the tasking units. They'll protect her if she can get into the gate. But if the demons are this close to the village, we need to get back there now. If they see us, as she says that, Mira, you are at this point looking at this carnage through the scope of your rifle. You see one of the robots. It is just kind of scanning the area, and as it just generally scans past you guys on the mountain, its head quickly turns back, locking towards you, and it points its finger up towards your position as the other robots around it, all of their eyes in sync, looking towards you. You have been spotted.
Move!
Go, go, go.
Um,
Jin will try
Start
just motion.
bolting.
Jin will motion him to go. He'll fall behind a little, trying to make sure he's got their backs covered in case.
Is there a way for them to get off the lower island at all?
Do you want an answer to that, or do you want to run?
Well, let's keep running and thinking about it.
Well, we're about to find out.
Okay. I need everyone to please give me just a flat dexterity check. That was a dexterity save.
Disadvantage, right?
Fuck!
Yep.
Huh.
It was good, but that was a dexterity save. Alright, that's okay.
Did
I mean-
I do a dexterity save? Yeah.
You had just rolled dexterity. Okay, so all in all, you guys got pretty much median across the board. So between Mirren's 22 and Nadia's nat 1, I'm going to say that it's collectively a 15 between everyone. So that does pass my group DC for this chase. To answer your question, Mirren, you have to fall back a little bit to help Lily keep up.
Lily
But
and Fishy got it.
Yeah. As you're looking back, you see these robots, and they are jumping, and then their backs fold out a little bit, and you see jetpacks expand out, and they give off a short burst, quite literally wasting as little thrust as they need to land before they start giving chase.
Can I make a perception check to see, try to observe them closer as they give chase?
You can. I will ask you to give me that at disadvantage.
All right.
Can I also take an action? Can I throw my disc?
They are definitely out of your range. They're about 180 feet behind you.
Okay, never mind. That's outside of my max range.
Okay.
Should I roll again, or?
Yeah, you should roll again. Oh wow.
Ooh.
Okay, that's still really good. Mira, as you're observing them, you pick up on something, but you need to think about what you just saw and where you've seen it before. As you're running, I would like you to give me a history check.
All right. Oh.
Okay. I'm not going to give it to you right now. You're going to have to think about it as you run, but I'm not going to give you the information now. Is anyone going to try and stop and fight, or are you guys making
I will.
You're going to try and stop and fight?
I'm too busy.
Yeah, we got
helping
weapons,
Lily.
you guys.
I
To try and
still
take
have
these things
a-
on.
Yeah, I'll stop too if it's just to help
I'll stand
them.
my
Sadly,
ground.
I'm too busy protecting them.
Lily, you just try and get them to the
I
safe
tried to-
zone.
And I will keep escorting Lily and Felicia.
Okay.
Party
Um,
split, go
If
burr.
death is permanent, you guys run. I will try to save you guys.
He didn't anticipate this.
I didn't. However, I have a contingency. I'm going to steal your guys' thunder a little bit. As you guys make it across the bridge, Lily, Felicia, and Mira, as you guys make it across the bridge, you see another one of those giant men, those taskings, as they're called. And this one you see carrying a big fucking gun. If anyone would like a visual notice of what this thing is, think George's chain gun from Halo Reach. He is carrying it kind of like a lumberjack would carry a chainsaw, by its carrying handle, and it walks up,
Jeez.
and it stands directly next to Axel, and it says, it kind of turns and looks down to you. Effective weapon. Purge. And it hefts up its chain gun, and it lays into these drones. As its fire begins to coalesce, Axel, you begin to join it, just blind
Hey,
firing.
buddy, it's not the size that counts; it's how you use it.
You are mowing ammo towards these robots. Jin, you're standing there with your whip, ready to attack anything that gets close. However, nothing does as the combined might of Axel and this tasking unit purge the 3 drones that were chasing you. Them falling into bits and scrap pieces before becoming devirtualized.
Well, that worked
All
out for
right,
us.
eat shit and die.
Next
Now-
time we will roll combat, but we've ran this session a little long. With that, the tasking unit grabs Axel's shoulder and kind of pushes him back behind him a little bit. Retreat to the village, as it stands guard, awaiting any more of the droids to come.
Hey, when these constructs devirtualize, do they devirtualize any differently than like Xana's creatures?
The oh no, they die almost the exact same way.
Okay.
Let's
Or
just get moving.
they explode and burst into data.
Yeah. And with that,
But
you
do
guys,
the constructs devirtualize like people, or do they devirtualize like monsters?
the construct that you saw die, Tessa, the construct that you saw die devirtualized like people do.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see.
And with that, we will pick up in 2 weeks with the entry into the village of Echo, the towered
What? No
city.
realization of what? No realization of where that symbol has been seen before. No
Oh,
cliffhanger from.
sorry. Yeah, I do want to give you that piece of information. It wasn't a symbol. There were no symbols on those droids. The information that I was going to give you, which you'll have a moment to think when you stop to catch your breath, and we pick this up. Those were Marine tactics. The way that they ran, the way that they were carrying their weapons, was identical to U.S. Marine training.
Okay.
Yeah. But with that, everyone, that will conclude the first session of Code Lyoko Spectors and Sectors?
Sectors and specters.
Sectors and Spectors. I've got to get used to saying that. Anyway, listeners, if you are indeed still with us, we will be picking this up again in 2 weeks on Friday. And if anyone has any questions, please feel free to email the chat, or sorry, you can email me directly, and I will pose any questions to my players if anyone has direct questions for any of our nice players here. The email address is AustralianGarageKids@gmail.com. I will leave a link to it in the video description. And with that, that concludes
Hold on.
our time.
Don't forget to like and subscribe if you are watching on YouTube or whatever platform that has those features.
Click that bell.
I love you all.
Click that bell.
See you next time.
All right.